Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. And welcome back to Fibrous Farm. I almost said Frugal Farm. Alternatively, the Price of Perfection. But I caught myself. We're here on Fibrous Farm. It's not nearly as complex as Frugal Farm was, but there's something kind of compelling about that. To me at least. And hopefully to all of you as well. I'm having a good time. Just, you know, collecting fiber and shooting the breeze with everyone here. I enjoy a good, complex, difficult challenge from time to time, but you need to take some time to just do something more simple and mundane, and that's kind of where I'm coming at this this challenge that we're doing right now from. I'm still working on another challenge offline though. And I've been mentioning it, I've mentioned it a few times throughout streams over the past, couple weeks. It's been, oh man. It's evolved from something that I thought would be over and done with relatively quickly, one way or another. Either I'd find out that the challenge itself was impossible, or I would, resolve it, but it's gotten so much, more than that. It's wild. I am so excited to eventually share that challenge with you. I don't want to spoil anything right now, but I will say there's been a development in that challenge that's going to mean that it takes longer to come out because there's been, you know, some new discoveries and things. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going to tell you, I was so excited that I considered almost streaming a thing that I'm doing for that challenge, because I still have a recording thing I need to do for that challenge. I was considering streaming that tonight instead of Fibrous Farm, but I held back. I restrained myself, and I think it'll be better for it. I think it'll be a better result. Either way, glad to see you all here. Rebescapades, thank you for being a member for 5 months at the Electron level. Can't stay, but seems like fun. I'm glad to have you here to drop in and at least say hello. Thank you for the generosity. It's greatly appreciated. As 5 months, that's actually insane. And hey, Great Cheesy Egg Sandwich, I recognize you. Welcome to the Electron level. Thank you for becoming a member. I super duper appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes and your sword there. Careful where you swing that thing. Everything in moderation is the Haley quote of the day, the first Haley quote that we got here. I think that's pretty apt, Haley. Everything in moderation. Although that said, I have been playing, out of the past 24 hours, I've probably played Stardew Valley for about 16 of those hours. I've been going hard on this other challenge, and I'm very excited to share it with you eventually. But I need to unwind from that, so let's get into it, shall we? No fan art to go over today, so we can just hop right in to Frugal Farm. Fibrous Farm. I did the Freudian slip that I joked about earlier, but for real now. All right, let me load in here, and I will silence the music for now. Oh gosh. Bring you over into the Stardew, and here we go. Better be getting enough hydration and sleep. I mean, I was tempted last night, I'm not gonna lie. I was recording late into the evening last night, and I was tempted. It got to about midnight, and I knew I had to be up at 6 a.m. and I was still tempted to keep going. I should have been in bed long before then if I had to wake up that early. But it all worked out okay. Right into the summer music, absolutely. My card expired and I forgot that I need to update and renew my membership. No worries, no worries. First stream you caught since the Copper Axe. You know, that brings up an actually... That's a nice segue. Thank you for that, Lord High Admiral Squid. Also, good to see you. So, we're looking to do an upgrade of some kind. That's the main talking points that I've been having recently with this challenge, is that I need to upgrade something. And I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do... Because we have almost enough fiber for a tool upgrade or a backpack upgrade, and I couldn't decide whether I wanted to go with like pickaxe upgrade or backpack upgrade or what. Let me throw you a bit of a curveball here. Axe upgrade, copper axe, and not just for Argon axe for the emote and the meme potential, but because we're gonna need a lot of sap later on in this challenge, where we're already starting to accrue it to get a bunch of fiber seeds made. And the best way to get sap, I think, is going to be to put tappers on mahogany trees. And to get those mahogany trees as early as possible, having the copper axe, because I can get the mahogany seeds from, like, these stumps here. I think that might be a reasonable way to go, just to get started on that early. I don't know if I'm crazy, or if that's actually, like, a Galaxy Brain move. Oh my goodness, and Nitsu, thank you for being a member for 5 months at the Neutron level, just says hello right back at you. The generosity is appreciated greatly. And Elaine, Laney Green, being a member for 5 months at the Positron level. You made it to a stream. Welcome back. I've missed you. I'm happy to see you here. And I hope that life has been treating you well. You think Tool would be the best? We really don't need the backpack upgrade. We made it through the entirety of the Price of Perfection with literally just these 12 slots. I think we can probably do the same in Fibrous Farm, especially because, like, we don't need that. We're not going for perfection or anything crazy like that. We don't need that much space. So I think, honestly, it sounds like a solid strat. I think I'm going to go for the copper axe, honestly. You're an axe supporter. Got to get that axe of wellness. Consider self-care. It's true. I mean, that's kind of funny that like the copper axe represents self-care around here, but also like getting the backpack would be the most self-care thing for my own peace of mind. But I don't think I'm going to mind it that much having this little inventory space. So let's go ahead and I don't want to do like all fiber grinding today, but we're so close right now to having 2,000 for the. We got 50 gold on hand, and we have almost enough to bump that up to 2,000 total for the axe upgrade. So I think we'll do that. Let me also get. Oh, how many furnaces? Oh, I mean, I have furnaces, I think, in my house, right? I don't really want to keep them here if I can help it. But let's get some, and there's just one, like, sitting over here randomly. I think I'd rather do something like this, almost. Call me crazy. But this just feels right. I know that was a waste of materials, but it's fine. I don't know, there's something nice about that. Okay. Pop those away. Let's head back to the mines, and, did I have any... I didn't even see whether or not spreading weeds have caused damage to the farm yet. They have not. Okay, so we're still good there. Someone actually said in the comments that it would be better to do this, like, in diagonal lines. That way it can sort of spread in and amongst itself, because it can only spread up, down, right, or left. Which was an interesting proposition. Let me know what you think about that one. 'Cause I could definitely go in there and try to finesse that. Autumn backpack upgrade of abundance. Once we get the fiber seeds, I think we could definitely justify a backpack. That might be something to work towards. Copper axe is a good call. I will need the steel axe in order to get... Oh, Timby needs water. I'll water him when I get home. It'll be okay. I know it's a hot summer day, but I think he'll manage. There's a pond right on the farm if he really gets that desperate. Yo, I understand. I need to water Timby. He will get his water, don't you worry. It's just gonna be a little bit later than usual. Ooh, more stream. I'm happy to provide, Benny. I'm happy to provide. Still not gonna really be mining any of these ores just because my pickaxe is so bad at this stage. Like, I didn't realize how good I had it in the Price of Perfection. I was kind of, like, upset about having to upgrade to a steel axe during the Price of Perfection. Steel pickaxe, rather. Because it was, like, extra costs and yada yada. And, like, oh, I'm a big guy. I could just, like, I don't mind it. I'm patient. I can just grind out Skull Caverns and all this in the later depths of the mines with a basic pickaxe. If that was an option. But I'm starting to realize, like, when you see, like, this... that it takes 4 hits to break a basic rock at this point in the mines. I don't know if I could justify that. I mean, bombs would probably be the way to go and will be the way to go in the future, undeniably. At least I'm not leaving him in a hot car. So true. Yeah, PSA for anyone who might not have known, which should be no one. I think this is relatively common knowledge. Don't leave your pets or children or really any living creature that can't fend for itself that well in a hot car. You know, make sure, like, crack a window or bring them in. Just don't bring them out if you know you're gonna, like, be having to leave the car in the sun for a prolonged period of time. There are many ways around it. The way you should not go is to just, like, let it ride. It's not good. It doesn't take very long for heat stroke to set in. This is your Argon Matrix PSA of the day. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Timbweed manifested. I don't like the term timbweed. It makes me uncomfortable for some reason. I'm gonna die, so I'm just gonna leave. I'll let that fiber lie. Timbweed, my beloved. The gray ones give mining XP, take 2 hits no matter what level. That's true. Like, these guys over here, these will take 2 hits. If I upgrade my pickaxe a single time, I think they would only take 1 hit. That's a good shout out. But they also don't really... There's not a huge reason for me to mine those ones. I'm not trying to progress from this point in the mines. In fact, I've already progressed to floor 85, so there's really no need to progress at all around here. I'll take a quartz, I guess. You think if I throw it in a furnace, it'll turn into a fire quartz? Wouldn't that be something? Instead, it just melts down to a refined quartz. What's the deal with that? Goodbye. I'm gonna leave now. Can't get over how good that fiber counter looks. It looks so nice, right? It's just so sleek. It just blends in perfectly. It should just be in the default game as far as I'm concerned. It does make me wonder if Charodziej, the guy who made this mod for me. The mod is not public, by the way, in case you wanted to track your own fiber. I don't know necessarily why you would, but if you want to, the mod is not public at the moment. But part of me wonders how easy it would be to make it like a modular mod, which is a strange sentence, but hear me out. Like, what if you could put it in so it's like a counter that counts anything you wanted to count? Like, you could just, like, have, like, a little options menu that you tick and, like, it shows it. I don't know. It would probably be more complex than I'm thinking it would be. But the fact that this was implemented so easily, as far as I know, makes me wonder, like, how many other things you could count, and could you, like, wrap that all up into one mod that, you know, you can just change counters on the fly or something. I don't know. Maybe it's an idea to expand upon, maybe not. But it's one of those thoughts that I had right before I went into REM sleep. Everyone needs the utility of tracking their fiber. It's good for gut health. You know what? Accurate. Asking for a friend is 2,556 grams of fiber. Too much fiber. Probably. I wonder what it would take to, like, overdose on fiber. Because you can, like, overdose on basically anything, right? Like, you can have everything in moderation, as they say. Like, you could drink too much water and it would not be good for you. I'll try and sneak this diamond if I can. This guy's gonna make it not so easy. That's his diamond right there. It's his treasure hoard. I should leave. Oh boy, that was not smart. Okay. That diamond's like 1 hit away from breaking too. 2.5 kilograms of fiber wouldn't be good. That's probably more accurate to what we're on here. That's 2.5 kilos. Oh my god. You should get a counter for every trash can you check, no matter how many times you've talked to Haley. Oh, I misread that. I thought you were dissing Haley and saying that I should get like I thought it was like the most like insane diss of all time that you were calling Haley a trash can that I'd check, but no, you were just talking about 2 separate things that I could track. I got you now. Yo, those would both be pretty interesting, fun features. Maybe for another day. You forgot I was streaming today? I hope it's a pleasant surprise off on. Right now, we're just, you know, grinding fiber, as you do. I will say these 80th floors of the mines, making life pretty easy so far. No, I love Haley, sorry. No, no, it's not you, it was me. I just totally misread it, and I was like, what the heck? I know we like to, you know, poke a little fun around here, but we're all Haley supporters. Don't go calling my girl a trash can. Haley's even saying sorry. We're just all getting overly apologetic in here. That's a stereotype that Canadians have, that like you apologize for every little thing. And as much as it is like a stereotype, I can't really say that it's a wrong stereotype. At least from the majority of people that I talk to, we are pretty apologetic. But I do wonder, because like I've lived pretty much my entire life in Canada. So I wonder like how much of that is strictly Canadian and how much of it is just that people on the whole around the world are like nice and, you know, civil. Not all of them, don't worry, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of people out there that don't fall into those categories, but it's, I think, a pretty good majority. Or is 81 to 85 are your favorites for fiber? 81 is absolutely, it's the perfect blend of getting a lot of fiber and not having a lot of real estate to check. It's like such a small floor, but you can pack a lot of fiber into it. You apologize a lot and you're American? Yeah, I think it's just like, I mean, you can apologize more than you need to, for sure, and I probably do, because I'm just better to err on the side of caution, right? You could pour soup onto my lap and I'd probably apologize to you. Oh yeah, sorry, I was in the way. Don't worry about the burns, it was my bad, my bad. Can someone call an ambulance? How much worse is a 3rd degree burn than a 2nd degree burn? It's like, I mean, don't just like say 1 degree, please. I think that goes without saying. I'm gonna try and nip that one in the bud before anyone can make that joke. But like you always hear about 3rd degree burns being like really, really bad. But like, what's a 2nd degree burn? Is that like a really, can a sunburn become a 3rd degree burn, or is that like capped at like a 1st or 2nd degree burn? 1 degree. 2 layers of skin. The epidermis and the dermis. Those are, I think, the only 2 layers of skin that I know. It's a fair degree worse than the 1st. You know what? I'll accept that. At least it's better than just typing 1 degree. That's a lot of gold to pass up on. Do you think I could probably, you know... I'm gonna take a little gold break. There's gold in them there rocks. 2nd degree burns hurt more because your pain receptors aren't burnt off yet. So 2nd degree hurts more, but 3rd degree is overall more damaging. 2nd degree causes blisters and scabbing. Okay. I don't think I've ever had, like, I've had some bad sunburns. 3rd degree burns to your systems. Yikes! This is it's kind of not a conversation for the squeamish. I'll say that much. There's been kind of a lot of that lately, but when you're talking for hours on end, some of the conversations are bound to go there, I guess. Yeah, I think like the worst burn I've had, I've like you know, kind of grazed my finger against a hot element or something like that, and that's not so bad, but I definitely have gotten some really bad sunburns. Part of that I attribute to having red hair and being like, my skin is very sensitive to the sun, as I've gone into on myriad occasions. But I'm usually pretty good about it. Like, I'm pretty adept at this point in putting on sunscreen, SPF 50 all the way, baby. But sometimes you just miss a spot, or you stay out too long and don't reapply, and it's just a whole big thing. My solution these days for the past few years has just been like, don't go outside. Working out pretty well, I'm not gonna lie to you. 2nd degree burns cause blisters and some thickening of the skin. 3rd degree burns cause widespread thickness with a white leathery appearance. 2nd degree burns hurt the most of all degrees. Is that copy pasted from Wikipedia, or do you work in the burn unit? Great cheesy egg sandwich. I will say, as a kid one time, I did put my hand full force against a hot iron. That was not smart, but I was a kid. No kids are smart. So, at least not in, like, every capacity. I was a curious little kid. I saw it. It was like, ooh, it's making a fun little hissing sound. Touch it. Literally, moments later, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. My mom runs into the room and it's like, what did you do? Why did you touch the iron? It's really hot. And I'm like, I didn't know. I don't think I've ever even seen an iron since then. I don't own an iron. Give me a thumbs up in chat if you iron your clothes on a regular basis. Give me a thumbs down if no. No judgment either way, but put a thumbs down in there for me. Like I said, I don't own an iron, and I've never really felt the need to. If I was going to some kind of like fancy formal event, some kind of big dinner or whatever, then, you know, maybe. Mostly thumbs downs in there, yeah. I think there is occasion to use an iron for sure. Like they're not the least useful household tool ever. But there's certainly, I mean, the use cases for them are limited, especially depending on like your own life experience. It killed me living in a dorm without one. Different strokes for different folks, I guess, yeah. I got scared of even being near a stove in use as a kid because of the picture books that were supposed to help kids be good, and one was about touching a hot stove top. That is the same energy as that one PSA where the lady's like talking about how she's getting ready to go on like I don't know, she's supposed to go out with her fiance that night, but then she's like, but I'm not going to be able to because I'm going to be in the hospital with 3rd-degree burns. And then she's like, and then like mere moments later, she slips on a wet floor and pours a boiling hot like vat of grease all over herself. It's a very scary PSA because like her like face starts melting and stuff, but it's, you know, I still remember it to this day, so I guess it did its job. Hey there, J Nuggets, welcome. A good iron is worth it when unavailable, though. Is there such thing as good versus bad irons? Isn't it just like steam? What was it warning you against? It was warning you against, like, it's like a workplace safety PSA. It's like, hey, make sure you take care of your surroundings. You don't want to have your entire, like, skin melt off. Canadian PSAs are terrifying. It's so true. Some of them are very wholesome. I always, like, default to the North American house hippo, which is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States. House hippos, do you know they sleep for about 16 hours a day, and they enjoy the crumbs of peanut butter on toast? That was a great PSA. It definitely offset some of the scariness of some of the other ones. But yeah, if you ever like go look up a compilation of like disturbing PSAs, not only just from Canada, I'm sure there's ones from other countries as well, but Canada had its fair share. Then have fun going down that rabbit hole if that's your cup of tea. What was the house hippo? The house hippo was a PSA to not believe anything, or not believe everything that you see on TV, because it could very easily be fake, even if it looks super real. It completely backfired, though, because everyone wanted a house hippo after seeing the commercial. It was supposed to be like, hey, look at how silly this thing is, but it looks really real, doesn't it? Because we have good special effects. Kind of like a humble brag, now that I think about it. But then it's like, ooh, oh, Tim Beeb. So sweet. I'm going to water him because I just remembered that I promised to do that. This slime will not stop me. There we go. Saved. I will put this away for right now. Do I have enough fiber for... I actually do. Ooh, I have enough fiber. If I sell all this tonight, I should be able to go for a tool upgrade tomorrow. This is big progress, actually. This is like our first real expenditure, other than like the odd seeds and stuff. This is kind of big, and this is the first time I think we're actually selling fiber in the shipping bin as opposed to bringing it to Robin. You'll love to see it. You made me think of real kids don't bounce back. Sell 1 copper bar? I would never. That's heresy. It would just destroy the entire integrity of the challenge. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, baby, it's payday. 1959. Was that a good year? Anyone know? So this challenge could be fake? Ooh. The spreading weeds to cause damage, yes. 2009. That was like a pretty decent year, probably. 2009. It's time. We're gonna go up. I think I am gonna do the copper axe. Honestly, let's also get Queen of Sauce just because it's here. Can we get some grass emojis in chat like Jesse's got there, or any grass related emojis? That was our first big fibrous payday. The first of many. I really want to save up like a chest full of fiber or something and just sell it all at once. I think that would be so fun. Save it for a coop. We're not gonna do the name glitch on the coop, but we will need a coop at some point. There we go. Alright. Let's grab the axe here. Oh man, I'm actually like unreasonably excited about this. I will also take some wood. Praise be to the blessed fiber, by the way. That fiber is gonna die come winter time. I just realized. We've got a limited time with it, which, you know, it's bittersweet. All right, eat. No luck today, but that's all right. Let me build another path. Perfect. 2009 was a year, maybe not a good year, but definitely a year. I think a year is too long of a time span to say whether it was good or bad or not. Good things and bad things happen every year. And to, you know, try and condense it all into like one single binary question is probably folly. Hey there, Leap. Leap a lot, how you doing? We're just grinding fiber. You come at a very exciting time. We finally amassed 2,000 gold, and we're going for our first tool upgrade. And what do we do after that? I think I'm gonna go fishing to celebrate. I like some fishing, and we do need to do a little bit of summer fishing for the community center. So let's just to mix it up a little bit, you know. Congrats, Blade. All right, it's locked. 9 a.m. Ooh, a baguette. Don't mind if I do. Yummy. Do I need this still? I don't remember. I thought I've got the summer foraging bundle on block, don't I? I do. Okay. What about the hat mouse? Have I gotten any achievements yet? I do have an achievement. Catch 10 different fish. So the hat mouse is there. I don't remember getting his mail, though. All right, copper axe, 2,000. Let's get it. I'll get started on this as soon as I can. All right, and then we can start getting some mahogany seeds, maybe. We are progressing. I mean, rapidly might not be the word I would use. It's summer 7th, and we've made, Don't look at that. It's all good, you know? Good things come to those who wait. Have you heard of a little story called The Tortoise and the Hare? Alright, let's go get our fishing rod and just have a good time. Have a good one there, Lakota. No lucky bow at this rate. The lucky bow doesn't even get unlocked until we have 50,000 gold in earnings. Which we will get to eventually, inevitably. Just based on the things that we have to, like, buy. So the lucky bow will come around, but not anytime soon. You're right about that. How many years did the price of perfection take? I don't know if that's fair, because I was going for perfection and also I had to sleep for about 90% of the price of perfection. This is a very full fishing chest. I mean, I'm not surprised because it's, I'm not allowed to, like, sell any of that fish. Still, though. Alright, let's do a little fishing. I'll keep the scythe on me just in case I see any fun fibrous opportunities. What do I need for summer fish here? Bulletin board, were there any fish? There's the chub. Don't I already have? I probably already have a chub, right? Some lake fishing? I do, okay. What else do we gotta worry about here? Boiler room. I mean, boiler room actually. Oh, I forgot that there's an iridium ore that we need there, so we might still be a ways off from that. That's not too bad, though. Anyway, I'm supposed to be looking into the fish tank here. I think the one thing we're missing here is tiger trout, which isn't until fall or winter. Crab pot bundle, I mean, I can just, like, forage most of that, so that's not that bad. Specialty fish, the puffer fish, that's only between 12 p.m. and 4 a.m. on sunny days in the summer, right? So that is doable. Ghost fish is also quite gettable. Sardine, I think we already have, probably. Red snapper. Red snapper's a rainy fish, right? Otherwise, I think all of these are attainable in summer. The tuna, I think the tilapia is only before like 2 p.m. It's an early boy, as far as I remember. Lake fish, the sturgeon, it's the only one we're missing there, I think. And then walleye, I think I have to wait till fall at the very least. Okay. So I think I'm going to start with the sturgeon. Might as well just get that one out of the way. And then we can go do a little ocean fishing, maybe. Good boy, Tim Beeb. I'm going to go water you before I forget, though. I will mention, as you know, a little bit of a spoileroo for the challenge that I'm working on. I've mentioned it before, so it's not that much of a spoiler, but it does heavily involve fish. And I've learned a lot about various different fish and internalized a lot of stuff about them over the past, like, couple months that I've been working on it. I've been working on this thing for, like, a couple months. It's actually nuts. But I know so much about so many fish now. You don't even... just call me, I mean, I don't know the name for what you would call an expert on fish. Not a marine biologist, probably. That's, like, specifically... That's a specific type. Yeah, we'll fish right here. Fish and resets, we know very little, but so much at the same time. I think, honestly, if you expand your brain enough and go galaxy brain mode, fish and resets is kind of all you need to know to guess what the challenge is. A master angler, so true. This is definitely not a sturgeon, I'll tell you that right now. I would guess this is probably a chub. That's the ticket. Grand Master Fishologist, I like that one. Ichthyologist, Leap a Lot actually coming in with the real answer. I should have known that, because I've been, like, getting a lot of AVNJ recommended to me. He's a fish YouTuber, which is a thing that exists. I would say this is probably yet another chub. If I had to take a stab at it. I get good at guessing these fish, I'll tell you what. I have a theory of what the challenge might be, and I'm excited to see how close I am. I probably will neither confirm nor deny it if I see... Like, you're free to guess in chat, I'm probably just not gonna, like, respond. I'll inevitably read it, because I read, like, pretty much every chat message. This should be a carp. But, if I see it, I'll probably smile, because I don't have a face cam, so I can't give anything away. If you take a stab at it, that would be spearfishing. That'd be kind of fun. That would be a fun addition to Stardew Valley. Don't they have that in, like, Animal Crossing? Like, the new one? I haven't played enough of it to really know too much about the game. But there's, like, you can go diving in that game and stuff, right? Playing DuckTales on the NES, gonna lurk for 10 minutes. You make me want to look up the DuckTales Moon soundtrack. One of the greatest video game songs in history. This is another chub. We're just getting all chubbed up on a Wednesday afternoon. Actually, I guess it's technically a Sunday afternoon for Chloe, but... This is a bullhead. Who needs that mod that tells you, like, what fish you get, right? You just learn the fish patterns. Linus Tech Tips to the left. Linus Tech Tips is pretty popular, but I've, like, never seen anything from Linus Tech Tips, I don't think. I don't doubt that he's got some good technology-related tips, if I had to guess by his name, but I've never watched any of the stuff, so... That's gonna be another bullhead. New video idea right there. Which part? I missed. Did I say something, or was it something else in chat? I think this is a largemouth bass. Hard to say, though. Actually, yeah, I think this is probably a largemouth bass. What do we say when you see a fellow Argon Matrix fan? Just don't look them in the eyes. They'll be afraid and they'll run away. Leap is stealing my ideas. I mean, better he do it, because I don't even remember what the idea I said was. I must have said something and then started talking about Linus Tech Tips. That's a chub right there. I will say, I think that, like, in line with, like, this fishing and, like, these fishing patterns and stuff, I've been brainstorming ideas for the next round of Stardew Jeopardy that I want to do, because I will be doing that again at some point. And part of me... Ooh, a rainbow trout. I forgot that that was even, like, a summer fish. Part of me wants to include, like, a video question where I show, like, a fish going up and down the bar, and the contestants have to, like, guess what fish it is. Do you think that's too difficult? Or is that, like... I mean, it would depend on the fish, right? And the scenario in which it's being caught. Because there would be context clues that you could work with for sure. This is... largemouth bass. Or rainbow trout. It's just one of the many ideas I'm brainstorming with for, if you showed the location, it would be alright, I think. It would depend, yeah, on the location and on the fish being shown, I think. This is a largemouth bass. I just don't know if anyone's internalized these patterns as much as I have it by this point. Hey there, Neon. Welcome. I wouldn't get it. I don't fish. Yeah, I've got a lot of fun ideas for the next Stardew Jeopardy. Some that might just be like fun little games to play in their own right, but that I could work into a Jeopardy-style format. When there's terms specific to the stream that wouldn't make sense in any other context. You just walk up to another Argon Matrix fan out in the wild and you start talking about cactus fruit. I need to try cactus fruit in real life. Otherwise, I'm just a fake fan. That's a carp. I don't think I'm gonna take the carp. There's like, I mean, there's really no reason to keep any of these fish. Other than, like, food, I guess. Pretty decent energy on some of these. Location, seasons, and pattern would go a long way towards a good guess. It's true, yeah. Some of them still... I mean, I guess that would be a thing, too, is that this is a largemouth bass. That some of them... Or, you know, it could be a rainbow trout, too. Or a chub, you know what? Sometimes the chub throws you off. Octopus by far. Are we talking about the most difficult fish to catch? If we're excluding legendary fish, it's probably the octopus, yeah. I've seen arguments made for the scorpion carp, for the lava eel, Even like some people throwing puffer fish out there, I think. I think the octopus has them all beat. Personally. Take this one from a master angler. Take this from a person who's been recording a challenge that has surpassed roughly the 200-hour playtime mark and involves copious amounts of fishing. I think the octopus is pretty difficult. That's a carp. I'll go for this, I guess. Carpe diem, seize the fish. Carpe piscus, maybe? I don't know. Frozen geode, yo! That's a no level up challenge throwback right there. Don't really need this. I'd probably take the frozen geode over just like a regular chub, I guess. Get trashed. Scorpion carp, octopus, and blobfish. I haven't really seen blobfish brought up before, but that's an interesting one. Maybe it slips people's mind because it's not one that you often even have the opportunity to catch. I think we're past the window for sturgeon now, aren't we? This is a bullhead. Sturgeon are like only early in the day, I'm pretty sure. How you doing, Sebastian? I usually only go outside after dark. Does that sound weird to you? Not at all, my man. After 200 hours, I finally decided to get a mod that makes fishing easier on new farms I start, so I don't have to worry about it. I will say, the fishing bar you have at the very beginning when you start out fishing is, like, super tiny. Yeah, sturgeon stops at 7 p.m., that's what I thought. Is there anything else I can get here? Like, I think I can fish up a midnight carp, but I don't need it. It would probably be after 10 p.m. anyway, I would need that. Stingray is pretty difficult as well. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, there's quite a few different fish that are difficult. But I think the octopus is just it's in a league of its own. Tried fishing with the barbed hook for a while. Fishing gets easier after that. I haven't played around too much with different kinds of lures. That is one thing that I'm not really that adept about when it comes to fishing. I was terrible at fishing before quarantine, then I put in 600 hours into the game, and now I'm not bad at it. You went on a straight-up, like, Rocky-style montage of fishing. I do think that fishing is probably my favorite skill in Stardew Valley. If I had to put a label on it, which, you know, humans are nothing if not creatures of labels. See how tomorrow goes. I don't know, it might be raining tomorrow, in which case I could try and go for the red snapper. I don't think there's any other rain-related summer fish that I would need to go for. Is the Dorado a summer fish? Not that I need to catch a Dorado, but I can never remember if the Dorado is summer or fall. I'll come back with a weapon for you two. Get a little extra fiber here. If this slime will allow for it. We're gonna need a bigger chest. Dorado is summer? I thought so. It's like the orange scales are so... I don't know, orange is normally a summer... or an autumn color. An autumnal color. But, the particular shade of orange that the Dorado uses is very much summery. I don't know what it is about it. This dude's just been chilling here. Thanks, buddy. Autumn, you say? I do. I like the word autumnal, but I much prefer the word vernal, which is like springtime, right? And it just never sees as much use for some reason. Alright, starting our stockpile of fiber all over again. It was fiber well spent, what can I say? Have a good night, Tim Beep. The Dorado is the best orange fish in the game. It's very specific, Andrew, but I would tend to agree. Alright, level 4 fishing. I don't mind that. Spreading weeds have caused damage. That's pretty exciting. Let me get my watering can. Take care of business on the farm here as much as I can. As much as I rightly need to. Back from DuckTales, I'm very bad, but first time getting to a boss. Yo, that sounds pretty good. For an NES game, getting to a boss is like basically the equivalent of beating a lot of modern day games. NES games are built different. What can I say? Trust me, as someone who has beaten Battletoads on multiple occasions and would never do it again because it's like, ooh, that's an experience and a half. There's a video of me like racing Battletoads on my channel against a Nintendo Capri Sun. I think I had a second race as well. And it's yeah, it's would not recommend. The Dorado is orange. I was picturing something totally different. No worries. There are many fish in this game. It's easy to get confused. There you go. Beat Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland like a day ago. Got a game over like 10 times. I feel like the game over is kind of dying out, isn't it? That's kind of like an outdated convention at this point. Like, not a lot of games have life systems or game over mechanics anymore. At least not like explicit game over mechanics where it pops up on the screen and is like, game over, and you gotta hit the continue button in 10 seconds or less or else it kicks you out to the title screen. You don't see a lot of games that have that sort of, that feature built into them anymore. It's like more elegant now. Alright, we did a lot of lake fishing to no avail yesterday. Let's do a little ocean fishing and see if it works out any better. Have a good night, Eidolonic Games. Thanks for tuning in. Prairie King does, but that's a game within a game. Stardew itself does not have a game over screen. Could you imagine if it did, though? What would Stardew Valley's game over condition be? Just you like run out of money? Could you imagine that? You just like hit zero money and then all of a sudden you just go into debt and the game starts over? That'd be so sad. How you doing, Alex? Hey, farmer girl, you've got a nice tan going. Thanks. I guess the hat's not working too well. Any bubbles to speak of? No bubbles? Any bubblers in chat? I would like to get this artifact spot, but no ho. I should also open that up so I can get some more. I mean, there's not really a point, is there? If I want to get married at any point, I will need to open that up, which does remind me that getting married, I do want to get married at some point in this challenge. I think that would be fun, but it's kind of expensive. This, I'm not as good at ocean fish as I am at like lake fish and stuff. It's probably a red mullet though. You run out of money and Tom Nook shows up. He says, I'm here to break your kneecaps, but he still talks like Tom Nook, so he's more like... I know that fishing next to this stone objectively does not do anything different. This is another red mullet, probably. It does not really, like, affect your fish in any meaningful way. And it's a rumor that it did, or like there were rumors like way early on in Stardew Valley's life that it did affect it. And even though I know it doesn't, I still always fish over here. Ooh, that was probably an octopus. You're making it less lonely. So true. It's another red mullet I would hazard, I guess. Bro, if I could catch an octopus at level 4 fishing, never talk to me again about my skill in Stardew Valley, okay? It's not gonna happen, but what if? I don't feel comfortable catching an octopus at level 10 fishing. You think it was a pufferfish? Pufferfish don't show up until noon. Whereas octopi show up from like 6 a.m. until noon, I think. So that'd be another one right there. There's just no shot. That was pretty good RNG on that octopus, too. Every time someone mentioned Tom Nook, I think of the song. Hold on. Anyway, I had to try it. I think of the song Nook's Bells that was made by T-Pain and Cardboard Cowboy. Can't say I've ever heard of the song, but I respect it. That's the kind of, like, random thing my brain does, too. Just make, like, all sorts of different kinds of connections. Did I pick Forest Farm or Wilderness? I picked Wilderness. We were torn between Wilderness and Beach at the start, just because Beach is nice and big. But we went with Wilderness in the end. We're now in pufferfish hours. I repeat, we're in pufferfish hours. This might be a puff. This is a pufferfish. I'm calling my shot. This is a pufferfish. Probably not a puff. You know, I'm kind of up in the air on this one. I think it probably is. I could see it going a different way too. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's one. What else do I need for summer fishing? I still need a tuna, so we might as well go for that. Fugu farm? You can only sell pufferfish. That would be a fun one. You can only use pufferfish for food. Stardew Valley, but I eat one pufferfish at the start of every day. In real life. Now we're talking. Yo, iridium quality tilapia. You love to see it. You did a farm where you bought a JoJo membership just to see what it offers, and now you feel bad for the Junimos. I've still only ever done the JoJo membership one time before. And that was to demonstrate, like, why you shouldn't do it, basically. Or why I wasn't going to do it for the no level up challenge. On the bright side, I did get the achievement for doing that. One iridium quality pufferfish. No shot I'm getting a really iridium quality pufferfish at this fishing level. Literally impossible. I'm willing to challenge myself like the best of them. Red mullet. But it's but everyone has their limits. My insane challenges are going too far. I mean, you want to talk insane challenges? Go, like, try and catch a legend fish. Like, literally probably any of the legendary fish. Even the easy ones. Get an iridium quality one without using the quality bobber. Get a perfect catch on a legendary fish. If I were to try and do that, I'd probably do it on the mutant carp. I think it's the easiest one. This should be a tuna. Bang. All right. That shit. I think that's all the ocean fish we need for the community center that we can get right now, anyway. Hello, Vincent. I want to be just like my big brother when I grow up. That's so wholesome. Okay, bye. Am I looking for Aunt Marnie? That's why. Yeah, that's why I'm at the beach. I hear she likes to hang out here. Marnie definitely seems like the beach-going type. Although, you know what? She goes to Ginger Island. I can't fault it. Got an iridium octopus with the bamboo pole. Picks or it didn't happen. Haley? Haley? Where's Haley? Haley is a picky eater. It's so hard to cook for her. But you do it anyway? That's what family's for. Haley's gonna be over by the ice cream stand, probably. Congratulations if you did actually catch that octopus, by the way. An iridium quality octopus with the bamboo pole. That's no small feat. Who are you marrying? I'll give you 2 guesses, and the first one doesn't count. Exclamation point Haley. You're 90% positive no one has caught a perfect legend. You did research. It would, I mean, at the end of the day, no matter how good you are at fishing, the legendary fish just have such random patterns most of the time that you really can't account for it. So it wouldn't surprise me if no one's ever caught a perfect, 100% perfect legend fish on like a vanilla save file. 1,000 tries with the legend. That would be wild to see if that is a real thing that happened. Too many fish. This is so much fish. I need to get like I need to build my house up so I can get a kitchen and make it all into sashimi or something. For now, we'll just let it ride. A few of these we'll leave from here to be to go into the community center. In fact, why don't I do that right now? I know I usually like to leave like community center stuff for. No, actually, I might as well do that. I usually like to like bring all the community center stuff at once for a single bundle, but just to like clear out some space here, I think this is totally fine. Puffer fish, tuna. I think there's more I could bring here, but that'll be fine for now. Haley is objectively the incorrect answer. What do you mean, the incorrect answer? Are you telling me that I could have said any other marriage candidate in Stardew Valley and I would have been fine, but Haley is the wrong answer? Welcome, you must be new. You must be new, Tom Nato. You have yet to see the light in Haley's blonde hair. But don't worry. They all come around eventually. What was Haley's quote? Looks like a good day to work on my tan. See? She's so, I mean, she takes time to relax and take care of herself in, like, leisurely ways. It's just as important as being, like, productive otherwise. Alright, catfish goes there. Sunfish we had, but I didn't bring. Crab pot, don't have anything for that. There you go, little puffer fish. A fugu. Alright, I don't have the tilapia with me, but that's okay. Or the sardine. Once we get a rainy day, I think I should be able to complete that ocean fish bundle. Largemouth bass and sturgeon. Get those two out of here, and then the chub was for the field research bundle. Get out of here, you silly Junimo. There we go. She isn't the worst. You know what? That's progress as far as I'm concerned. I'll take it. I did more research. People have caught iridium quality legends with the quality bobber, but I can't find anyone who's done so with the perfect catch. That seems about right, yeah. Yeah, I don't doubt that iridium quality legends are out there because of the quality bobber, which, like, for those who don't know, the quality bobber increases the quality of your fish, like, 1 level from what it otherwise would have been. So you can get an iridium quality fish if you have a gold star performance when catching that fish. That makes sense. What should I do now? You know, we got time. We can head over to the mines, I think. I was just gonna, you know, call it an early day, but there's still plenty of time. I was also thinking, like, I could go try and catch the sturgeon, but there's only, like, I wouldn't even make it in time, I'm pretty sure, because the sturgeon's done before 7 p.m. You initially despised Haley, but you've come to realize she's the most affectionate spouse. Maru, on the other hand, I feel like sometimes she forgets she's your wife. She does get kind of involved in her own things, doesn't she? You know, I can appreciate a person with a strong passion, but you gotta be able to balance your hobbies and your relationships and all that stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, trying to lead a balanced lifestyle in any capacity is very difficult, so I can't really fault her too much for it. We've all done something where we, like, I don't know, get too wrapped up in our hobby and, you know, you get invited out to go to the bar with friends or to go on, like, a family picnic or something, but you really just gotta, you really need to finish that jigsaw puzzle, you know? I think I was, like, one life decision away. One, like, you know how, like, you come to a crossroads in your life basically every day. Like every day you're making decisions and, you know, setting the trajectory of your life in small but meaningful ways. I think I was like one of those away from becoming a professional jigsaw puzzler. I haven't done many jigsaw puzzles in my life, but I really like when I do, like, get to do them. And I think I've got the right kind of brain for it, that if I, you know, had, you know, if the weather had been different one day, maybe I would be, maybe I'd be streaming, like, speed jigsaw puzzling or something instead of Stardew Valley, who knows? Is that even a thing? Yeah, there's, like, world puzzle championships and stuff. There are professional, I don't know what they call themselves, but professional people who solve jigsaw puzzles out there. There are puzzle YouTubers, and it's a whole big scene. You'll make me a Stardew jigsaw map. My problem right now is that the place that I'm in, that I live in, doesn't have a lot of space, so, like, I mean, I could make room to make a jigsaw puzzle. Like, I have a table and everything, so that should be fine, but I don't know. I need to declutter my space is probably the real answer here. I thought I healed, but that was just the monster. Yo, goat! Or sorry, goat! Welcome to the Electron tier. Thank you for becoming a new YouTube member, I appreciate it. Enjoy your newfangled sword and your emotes. Your great generosity is greatly appreciated. Your family does a puzzle every Christmas. Christmas is definitely a puzzle kind of time. It's got a puzzle vibe to it. I mean, that's usually the time when most of my family gets together nowadays anyway. We're pretty, like, we're spread pretty far out these days, but, and even around the holidays, not everyone can always make it, but that is usually the time when people get together, and that's the time to, like, you know, do puzzles, play board games, and that sort of stuff. I usually play my dad in a few games of chess anytime I get the chance to hang out with him for a bit. It's good stuff. Hey Argon, just wanted to thank you for your great streams, and especially for singing non-stop once during The Price of Perfection. Just through you, I discovered Hamilton, and I love it. Ograsek, thank you very much. That's very kind of you, very kind words. I'm glad that you discovered Hamilton. I'm glad that anyone discovered Hamilton through me, or like through anyone at any point. It's a great musical. Deserves all the accolades that it's gotten. But yeah, thank you so much for the kind words. That's really, it always warms my heart to read stuff like that. I would do more jigsaws, but I always hyper-focus on it and end up hurting my neck. I've been there, yeah. Just spending too many hours on the jigsaws. Just had my first day of school. You're a senior, pretty exciting. Very exciting. Iced donut. Iced o-not? Iced donut. There's many different ways I could interpret that. I'm gonna hope that I said one of the correct ones. What's Hamilton? Hamilton is a musical based on the life of Alexander Hamilton, one of the founding fathers of the United States of America. You might hear that summary and be like, ooh, history, snooze button. But au contraire, just give it a shot. Go listen to any of the songs and tell me you're not bopping along. Iced donut is preferred. Good to know. I will internalize that. I'm in school learning about US history, and we have a whole week where we're just gonna watch Hamilton. Yo, I wish Hamilton... I mean, number one, I wish, like... Oh gosh, I mean, I had my own things that I got to... Like, cool things that I got to watch and experience in school, so I can't be too upset. And we wouldn't have learned US history anyway, because I'm Canadian. But I am very jealous. I wish Hamilton had been around during my schooling years. Or do I? Because then, like, everyone in the school hallways would have just been singing Hamilton songs non-stop. No pun intended. But is that... I mean, is that a blessing or a curse? To have Hamilton songs sung badly to you by pubescent teens? Because on the one hand, they're still Hamilton songs. On the other hand, I probably don't need to elaborate. Is Scamilton a Star Kid musical? Scamilton sounds like a great name for for a parody of Hamilton, that's for sure. Whoops, wrong chest. There we go. All sorted out. I think we're good to go. Try for the sturgeon again tomorrow, unless it's raining, in which case I'll probably go for the red snapper. Not raining. Summer rain is kind of rare. Ooh, the copper axe is ready, though. Yo. Can we get some Argon axe spam in chat if you got it? If not, just a regular axe emoji will do the trick. We're gonna go claim our very first upgraded tool. We finally managed to afford one. And then we'll make good use of it, honestly. I'm gonna clear out some stumps, hopefully get some mahogany seeds. It's gonna come down to RNG a little bit. Or a lot of it. But I would like some mahogany seeds to start setting up my my mahogany farm. You already beat Stardew Valley. Does anyone else have any good ideas for replaying with? I mean, you could do some insane challenge like I'm inclined to do. There's myriad of possibilities out there. You don't have to look too hard to find them. Or you could like play with friends. You could I don't know, just like do a different profit margin. There's so many different ways to play Stardew Valley that you can I'm sure even like if you just like did another default playthrough, then if you tried to make it different in some way, then you could probably make it different. Just like, you know, grow different crops, marry different people, marry different person probably, because you probably didn't marry multiple people. Although I guess you could have. There's also mods. Mods will spice things up, so provided you're playing on PC. The world is your oyster when it comes to Stardew Valley. Not sponsored, although at this point. Alright, let's go get... And I was going to go get my fishing rod to prepare ahead of time, but I'm probably going to be coming back to the farm anyway with my newfangled axe. I'm stuck with this name, but Van isn't even my name. Can you not change your Google name? I definitely thought you could, but maybe I've just never gone to do it. Ooh, what do we got for a quest here? I need rainbow trout if it's not too inconvenient. It's surprisingly not inconvenient, Leia. But those are illegal funds, but I don't want to taint the pool of money here. So I'm gonna have to pass on that one, I'm afraid. You can change it. You can change your YouTube username. That much should be true for sure, but I don't know. Might be worth looking into if you're not happy with your name, Van. It's just that streamers might recognize me as this. It's true, I mean, I do recognize your name as Van, but it's, but if you don't like it, then don't let me hold you to that. Just, like, come in and be like, yo, I'm Van, but I changed my name, and I'll be like, oh, cool. Insert, other name here. Thank you, Clint, by the way. There's our copper axe. It's time. Let me chop down this tree in celebration. Can't do it, but what if? Yeah, Elaine changed her name, Lainey Green. Very, very accurate. What a perfect example. The cheating cutscenes are really fun. Oh, those cutscenes, like if you date everyone and like you get the 10 heart event with like every single person at the same time. I've only ever seen them via like YouTube videos. I've never actually experienced them firsthand. Alright, chat. I really need this mahogany seed, so I'm gonna cut you a deal. Because the mahogany seeds are eventually our gateway to sap, which is our gateway to fiber seeds in the future, I really want a mahogany seed from one of these stumps at some point here, so this is gonna be your only opportunity. This is the only time I'm ever gonna call for it. Can we get some sap spam in chat? Just spam the word SAP. Only, you know, just all caps, only one to your message, please. Don't put multiple saps in. Yeah, there you go. You got the idea. I'm just afraid that I'm afraid of what I might what I might bring here. This is your chance. We're spamming sap. We need a mahogany seed. This is your only chance. I barely even needed to say a thing. All right, no mahogany seeds yet. Timbeeb, you're doing great. We still got some stumps. There's still plenty of time to get a mahogany seed. Please keep the sap coming. Keep the sap coming. We're doing all right. I'm getting a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but there's more stumps out here than I thought. I can't believe we're really doing this. It has to be done. I need the sap. It's not. I didn't think this all the way through when I endeavored to do this challenge. I didn't realize that sap would be so integral, and now we're at a point. The mahogany seeds are not coming, chat. We need more sap. I need more sap spam in chat. Oh my goodness. All right, these logs, I can't break them yet. I need a steel axe. Come on. There's still at least, I see at least 5 more stumps. One of these has got to give a mahogany seed. The game would not be that cruel, right? It would not be that cruel. Thank you, Crumch, for the $4.99 super chat. Says sap. Why am I not surprised? You did it, chat. You did it. We got 1 mahogany seed. All right, you can stop now. You can stop. You can stop spamming sap now. We're all good. Look, we even got 2. You did so well, chat. You did so good. Give yourselves a good old sappy pat on the back. Hell yeah. That's all this time. The sap has been... It's finally come to fruition. The sap prophecy. I'm really gonna have a sap farm on I really am gonna have a sap farm on this save file. It's all sticky. I will not be using the chair glitch to get into the secret woods, no. Where do I set up a mahogany tree farm? What's the best place to do that? Should I do it on the farm here, or should I do that elsewhere? Like, should I save up these mahogany seeds? And I don't want to do it in, like, the desert, because that's going to take forever to get there. There is no escape. Sap farm is unironically really funny. I want random people I don't know well to rate my name on how unique it is. It would give me some cool insight. Ice Donut. It's a memorable name. I don't know. I don't want to give it a numeric rating. It feels weird to give a numeric rating to someone's name, but I like it. It's a good name. It sticks in your head. Next to the sacred fiber. Tapping mahogany gets sap. That is correct. That is the rationale here. Line art done for my secret project. Very exciting, Karita. Alright. Next to the house. Do you think we should just do, like, a sap farm, like... I mean, we're not really using this space for much else. So what if we, let me get some energy here. You know, this is a good cause to clear out some of this fish, maybe. I guess I will, you know, just this shad, I don't like the way it's looking. Have the sap farm on the farm. I think that's probably the way to go here. And a line behind the house. Can I plant trees up here? I think I'll probably put it... You know, I kind of like having it, the idea of having it, like, over here or something. I'm just trying to, like, space it out in my brain. Thank you for the assist, Timbeeb, the moral support. He ran away. He's so smart, this dog. He knew to run away when it was about to fall over. He didn't want to get hurt. What an amazing dog. Alright, just clear the land in general around here. I'm pretty happy about that. I could do the sap farm, like, south down there as well, but I think over there feels more appropriate for some reason. Yo, YS, thank you for the $10 super chat. So generous, thank you. I start college next week, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to catch, but I just wanted to say thank you for the streams and all the fun. Thank you so much. That's very wholesome. I hope that you have a great time at college. And even if you're not around as much, I wish you all the best, and yeah, I just hope you have a great time. Thank you again for hanging out and being cool. Alright, we'll start the sap farm. I think we're gonna go ahead and start it. You know what? What's the closest I can plant to, like, up here? Let's just put it, like, right... Let's like, start with this, at this line, right about here. And then we move. So if I plant it, like that, that's enough space for them to grow, I'm pretty sure. I don't have the recipe for tree fertilizer yet, do I? I do have the recipe for tappers, but there's nothing to tap yet. That should be enough space. Alright. Put little signs next to your first mahogany trees so you wouldn't kill them by accident. I don't think I'll kill them those by accident, because I'm not going to have my axe on me all that much anyway. Either way. That's the start of a beautiful thing. Our mahogany farm is finally in the ground at the very least. Let's go farm some fiber to celebrate, what do you say? Yeah, college is super stressful when you're, like, first getting started out, for sure. It's just so overwhelming. I think that's a big part of why I didn't stick with it. I went to university for, like, 1 year, and it was literally, like, immediately after I graduated from high school, so I was just burned out on education in general, and I think that, like, it was also on the other side of the country. There were a lot of contributing factors as to why it was not the right time for me to be in that atmosphere. I think if you're going into college or university, it pays to, you know, make sure you take the time between high school and college to be in a good enough mental space to at least get started on it. You can't ever guarantee that you're going to be in a good mental space for the entirety of college or university. It's just too long of a time span, and we all have good and bad days and good and bad weeks or months or years or whatever. But I think starting off on the right foot is hugely important. Planting your first Mahog champs. Can we get some Mahog champs in chat? Oh man, Pog champ. I've heard recently that Pog champ and Poggers and all these Pog related phrases are, like, outdated now. That's like we've ascended to a new level of streamer culture, at least on Twitch. Like, a lot of you who might only be used to streams on YouTube may not even know what, like, Pog means. Or might not be as accustomed to it as people who have, like, who watch stuff on Twitch or have migrated from Twitch or whatever. But is Pog, like, not cool anymore? I don't know if it was ever actually, like, cool, quote-unquote, but it was very common to say. But it's like part of the older generation now, right? Now is it Mog now? No, it's just Mahog champ. A gap year can also be very helpful. Also may just be that college is not for that person. Yeah, exactly. I think ultimately college was just not for me, or like that sort of like higher education level. It's hard to say though. I could probably see myself going back to it at some point, but still not anytime soon. But yeah, a gap year is definitely a good way to bridge the gap. Pun very much intended. You hear based more often now? Based used to be like an old term, and I think what's old is new again. Kind of like, you know, how names come and go. Like people's names, like certain... Like Harriet is not a name that you hear in the youth these days, but it was like probably a popular name for a little while back in like the earlier, or like mid 1900s kind of thing. Chat, hit me with it just off the top of your head. What's your gut reaction to this question? What is the most Zoomer name you can think of? Zoomer being like the most like modern generation of like young people and teens and stuff. What's the most Zoomer name that a person could have? I don't want to taint the well here, so I'm not gonna say what my thoughts are, but Kyle, what do we got? Kyle, Greg, no clue. Zach, I see what you did there. That's my name. Kyle, Keith, Chad, Tyler, Noah, Miles, Kyle, Ethan, Kyle. What? Everyone's just saying Kyle over and over. Did one person say Kyle, and that's sort of everyone's Kyle pilled now, or is it just that much of a Zoomer name? You know what? Kyle is a good one. Megatron. There's definitely a kid out there named Megatron, isn't there? That makes me sad. Kylie. That is a good. Hey, all those names were like traditionally like male names too, which was kind of like a weird play. I don't think I asked for that. I think I just asked for names. The fact that no one said any like traditionally female names is interesting. These days, hey, you can be you can any gender you want to be, and you can be Kyle. Names are. I mean, I'm from an older generation where names were much more intrinsically tied into gender. Nowadays, we're definitely moving away from that, so... which I'm all for. Have your guys' parents ever told you, like, what they would have named you if you were born as like, the opposite gender? Like, if you're a girl and you were born as a boy, like, what they would have named you and vice versa? My parents did that for me, from what I remember. I was, like, young at the time, but my mom was like, hey, if you had been born a girl, you would have been Ashley. I'm like, oh, cool. I guess they just like the extreme ends of the alphabet for names. A for Ashley or Z for Zach. Victoria/Victor. I almost got named Yasmin. If I was born male, I would have been named Julian. I'd still be Jesse, but with an E, fair enough. They were gonna name me Cody. I'm glad this is not an experience unique to me. I didn't have a name until I was over a day old. Interesting. Is there like a time limit you have to have when you have to give your child a name? Like legally? Because I know most parents like they brainstorm names for like months and months, if not years, before they have kids. And so they're like ready for that. But what if you just like chose not to name your kid? Could you do that? Could you get away with that? Probably not. I don't know what the specific laws would be, but there have to be laws in place to prevent that sort of thing from happening, right? Isn't that the plot of Rumpelstiltskin or something? I thought his name was Rumpelstiltskin. Case closed. I actually don't really know the story of Rumpelstiltskin. I just know the name because it's Rumpelstiltskin. It's a very funny name. The nurse named you? You have your birth parents, but they didn't know English, so they just asked the nurse? Wow. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. If you need an English name for whatever reason, and you don't have, like, and English is not your first language, then I could see you ending up in that sort of scenario, for sure. That guy is a short guy steals a baby from poor women. That's Rumpelstiltskin? I thought it was like a good wholesome fairy tale. Although I guess all the good wholesome fairy tales have their roots in like much darker stories, right? Pretty sure your name would have been the same either gender. Lee? Yeah, I can see that. My dad wanted to name me Craminator. Why didn't he? That's an amazing name, Craminator. I mean, that's more of a nickname than anything. Craminator. I love that. The mighty Craminator. My name was made on a whim because of how early you were born. I'm gonna assume your real name is not Lord Helix, but hey, no judgments either way. Have a good one there, Van. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you again next time. Take care. Rumpelstiltskin's story was always dark regardless. That's fair. I guess some stories just never escape those dark undercurrents, huh? Ooh, the luau. Oh, I gotta bring something for the luau. Alright, I mean, probably the most likely thing I could bring to the luau would be some kind of iridium quality fish. Would an iridium quality tilapia be good for the luau? It's kind of a rare fish, right? Alternatively, I do have some hot peppers and stuff, I think. I got a silver quality hot pepper. That might be worth something. I don't know. What's gonna be our go-to choice for the luau here? Also, what level fishing am I? I'm still level 4 fishing. Not enough to catch the crimson fish. Single tear rolls down my cheek. Your name isn't really Karita, it's your internet fake name. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and, speaking of fish, let's just go catch that sturgeon, shall we? Put some sap into the... I'm not putting sap in the luau soup, okay? I don't want the whole town to hate me. Something high in fiber like kale. We don't got time to grow kale. That's a spring crop anyway. Oh, could I just put fiber in the soup? Imagine though. Lewis's shorts. I'm not good enough friends with Marnie, I don't think. I'm not friends with anybody except Haley. And even then, I'm not like that great friends with her. How about a mutant carp? I can't get into the sewers. I need a lot more artifacts for that. If I could get an iridium quality mutant carp, I would consider it for sure though. Gold cauliflower. Sap soup is fun to say though. Yeah, but if you wouldn't eat it personally, then don't make it for other people. This is a largemouth bass, guaranteed. I think an iridium quality largemouth bass could be good, but that would be a little tough to catch. Give them a slimy carp. Oh, that's a sturgeon. And it's gone. Alright. Yeah, sturgeon's a little spicy to catch at this fishing level still. How about a puffer fish? If I catch a puffer fish in this lake, I will put it in the soup. Other than the mayor's shorts, is there anything... Hold on. I just gotta catch this chub real quick. Is there any item you can put in the soup that gets a special reaction from the governor? I don't think so. I think it's the only... I'm pretty sure the shorts are the only unique item that you can put in. Or the only item that will elicit a unique response. Everything else falls into one of the myriad categories. Actually, isn't there... Like, if you put a puffer fish in, then the governor gets sick. But I don't think it's just the puffer fish. I think there's something else you can put in there, too. Like a red mushroom or something. Is that right? Put Joja Cola in it. Isn't that a thing people do? They, like, put cola in stews and stuff? Like, some recipes call for it? Or am I crazy? I feel like I've heard of that before. How about the crimson fish? I don't think I'll be able to catch the crimson fish. Because I'm not level 5 fishing, which is the prerequisite. If I get level 5 fish... Well, oh, I thought that was fishing for a second, but... I'd have to get it, like, today and then go and catch it, but... That doesn't sound good. I mean, I think it's one of those things where, like, the parts of the coal that you think would not go well in a soup would get, like, boiled off or whatever. Kind of like how when you put, like, beer in a soup, the alcohol gets boiled off, or like, when you're cooking with wine and that sort of thing. That's just what my gut tells me, but I could be entirely wrong. It's used in some barbecue recipes. That sounds about right. I could see, like, the sweetness of a of a cola going well in like a nice barbecue sauce. Oh, that should be a sturgeon. Now I just gotta catch it. It's a more cooperative sturgeon than the first one. That's obvious to see, but it's still a little finagly. Okay, that's not gonna work. I think I'll upgrade my fishing rod eventually. It's an unnecessary expense, but it would be such an extra. It would be such a nice treat. I thought about that. And then it's kind of falls into that same category of like price to perfection carryover things. Where in the price of perfection, I never upgrade my fishing rod because I couldn't. It would be an extra expense that I don't need. Similar to the backpack. It would be nice though. It would be very, very nice. I could buy a training rod. That like simulates level 5 fishing, right? And that's only like 25 gold or something. So I could technically get a different fishing rod. I just don't. It wouldn't really be an upgrade at a certain point. Do you use the mouse to fish? You can use not the mouse to fish. I didn't even realize you could use like. Oh, you can use C to fish. Does that work? Yeah, it does. I've grown accustomed to the mouse, but I could definitely see how using the using C instead would be better. I don't know why I didn't go for that treasure. Training rod is bad. With the training rod, you can. It's like I never remember how the training rod works. Like it makes it so your bar is the same as it would be at level 5 fishing, but you can only catch like fish below a certain threshold of quality. Is that right? Do I enjoy making challenges, making games way harder than they have to be because this challenge is ridiculous? Foxility, welcome to the channel. That is exactly what I love to do. I love making games unreasonably hard or tedious for no reason. Don't ask me why, it's just, maybe he's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. Just the way I am, always have been, always looking for the next big challenge. There was a time in my life, believe it or not, when I could play games kind of normally. And nowadays, I'll usually do the first playthrough of a game somewhat normally. But anytime I do like a repeat playthrough of a game or something like that, I have to do something to spice it up. That's just how I am. Even if it's a game with like incredible amounts of replayability. Like, this is how much of a crazy person I am. I've toyed with the idea of trying to get, of seeing if I could get the Dead God achievement in The Binding of Isaac, which for those who don't know is basically completing everything in the game without ever shooting my tears. I think there's like a chance that it's like mostly possible, but it's a challenge that, you know, I don't know if it would be the most entertaining thing in the world to watch. Then again, this is a challenge where I'm just like farming fiber for hours on end, so I don't know if you know anything about The Binding of Isaac, it's like that's a stupid challenge that no one should ever do. Just beating a single run without shooting tears is bad enough. Trying to do any more than that is insanity. Theoretically possible, and we love working in the world of theoretically around here. This is a sturgeon. So let me focus it down for a second. Sturgeon's a little spicy. Excuse me, sturgeon. Oh, it was going so well too. All right, there's always next sturgeon. You constantly feel the need to speedrun through a game, even though you're not a fan of speedrunning. I don't really like speedrunning games personally either. I think like it can be fun to speedrun things from time to time for sure. But I like taking my time with a game. Yo, 10 bait though. I'm actually just gonna like trash that, I think. The throw. You never watched or played The Binding of Isaac, but you've heard a lot of good things. There's definitely some, like, fair warning if you want to get into The Binding of Isaac. It's a fantastic game. It's the only game that I have more time in than I have in Stardew Valley, and it's by a factor of, like, 2. Like, I have double the amount of time in Binding of Isaac compared to Stardew Valley. But fair warning that there is a lot of, you know, kind of gross content in it. It's done in a tasteful and, like, kind of cutesy way. But there's no getting around some of it. There's dark humor to that game for sure. Speaking of dark humor, on Friday we're going to be playing some Cult of the Lamb. Which actually has a lot of elements in common with The Binding of Isaac. As well as some with Stardew Valley. It's a weird intersection of genres that I quite like. Yo, the mother catch, though? That's 100 fish right there. Like, gore? Gross or gory? Kind of both. Like, I'm gonna... Like, here's the thing. I would like to play it on stream, and I think I probably could, and still try to maintain a facade of a PG-13 rating. But there's a... there's an item called C-section, if that gives you some idea. And that's not even, like... that's probably not even, like, the worst offender. There's a level called the womb. I mean, and it's very biblical in nature too. Like, there's a lot of, like, there's an item called the Bible. There's a lot of, like, Christian imagery and names and stuff thrown around. It's I mean, just the name on its own, The Binding of Isaac, is like a biblical reference. So take that for what you will. It's not a game for everybody, and I recognize that, but good God, it's a lot of fun. I will toss this chub for this better chub. I'm starting to feel exhausted. I didn't even realize. I should just, like, eat all these fish, I guess. Just got back. We're talking about Isaac. It's always a good day when you're talking about Isaac. I don't get to talk about it as much as I used to. Isaac's one of those games that I usually play, like, a lot of. In bursts. Like, I'll play... Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, we're good, but I gotta remember to eat after this. Like, I'll have big times when I'm, like, not playing Isaac. Like, I'm in one of those right now. I haven't played Isaac very much in a while. And then I'll just fall into an Isaac trap and just play nothing but Isaac for a very long time. It's one of those kind of games that you can just binge very easily. Gross and gory is not for you. That's totally fair. It's 100% not for everybody. Your theater crush last year was named Isaac, so it's very disorienting to hear. I would imagine so. I don't think I've ever met a person named Isaac in real life. So, like, my only frame of reference for... Oops. My only frame of reference for the name is really through The Binding of Isaac. Not really a fan of shooter games, TBH, but Isaac seems like a really good game. It's very well made. Yeah, it's extremely well put together. It's got its issues that, you know, will unravel if you play 2,000 plus hours of it, but what game doesn't? For some reason, I definitely thought I heard the bobber there. You binge the entirety of Slime Rancher in, like, 2 days. My only experience with Slime Rancher is watching that Easy Speezy video where he speedruns it with, like, glitches and stuff. So it's, you know, maybe not the most, not the best presentation of the game for a first-time viewer, but it looks like it's a very cute game. I would definitely give it a try. That's probably a sturgeon, but it could be... No, this is probably a largemouth bass. Oh, it's a sturgeon. Okay. It was just an easy sturgeon. Not bad. Right in the nick of time, too. I will take that, and I will go farm some fiber for the rest of the day. I knew Isaac and my best friend had an irrational hatred of him. That does happen sometimes. I've never really experienced that, where I just have like see someone and I just like hate them intrinsically. I don't really hate people either, to be fair. Like, I mean, we all draw the line somewhere. I think it's pretty fair to hate, like, murderers and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna be, you know... Let me go ahead and eat these bullhead here. I don't think I'm gonna be, like, making any enemies by saying that I don't like murderers, unless you are a murderer. Any murderers in chat, don't answer that question. Or maybe do, because, you know... You know, don't answer that question. Let's just not even go there. I haven't heard the name Easy Speezy in a while. I don't really watch his stuff anymore, but there was a time where I watched a lot of his content. I think he's still doing some good stuff. Like, he's mostly still does, like, speedrunning content, right? The idea of Starlight Strand is amazing. I think I've heard of Starlight Strand. It rings a bell somewhere in my cranium, but couldn't tell you exactly where. We have passed 3,000 fiber, I just noticed, by the way. I think we passed it the other day, so that's pretty pog. That's pretty mog right there. Streamer canceled for not liking murderers. I like murder mystery shows and, like, true crime shows and stuff. Does that count? Is that close enough? I kinda, you know, I'm kinda paranoid. I'm gonna clear up one space on my inventory in case the living hat drops and my inventory's full and I'm looking at chat and I just leave it behind or something. At least this way I've got a shot. I know it's a very niche thing, but forgive me. A concerning amount of my friends had a thing for serial killers. I mean, my mom is really into, like, serial killer content. I don't think she endorses any serial killers that I know of. But it's, like, in that same boat of, like, true crime and all that stuff. Dateline and whatever else. I don't know, there's something, you know, it's a morbid curiosity, a dark fascination of a world that we're never really that privy to. Hopefully most of us are never privy to it anyway. He loved his stuff, loved his streams, and then a thing happened. And now watching his vids makes me want to cry. I don't even, well, you know, exclamation point current events. Let's keep things positive around here as much as we can. So if something did happen, then let's not get too much into it. If it is an exclamation point current events thing anyway, but exclamation point optimism, everybody. Like fictional, I like fictional criminals. They're always interesting. Wait, they're interesting, but knowing people are real makes me feel icky. Yeah, I could see that. And I think most of society as a whole probably would agree with you. I mean, a lot of people have a thing for, like, villains and stuff in shows because they're interesting characters that people kind of like to root for sometimes. But at the same time, they don't have to have the burden of knowing that it like represents a real thing that happened, a real horrible tragedy. I could definitely see where you're coming from there. Catch me with a cryptozoology documentary. I prefer non-human monsters. Any Mothman fans in chat? Any Chupacabra fans? Any Bigfoot fans? Any Goatman fans? Any Candle Lady fans? A good bad guy has a lot of charisma. It's true. I mean, there's a whole contingent. I'm not really that well versed in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but there were like a lot of people that were like, Thanos is right, weren't there? I never really like watched any video essays on the topic, although I'm sure they exist. But I imagine Thanos was a pretty well done villain if that many people, or if that it was like a popular opinion that you know, maybe some of the stuff he was doing was justified. Then again, I mean, it's hard to justify a lot of the stuff that he did based on what I do know about those movies. You've been watching Crypt TV. They've got some great monsters. Is that like one of those like short story or short horror film channels? I love those. Hey, Salmons. How's it going? Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you. Did you ever find the coconuts you were looking for Haley? Or did you go with the pink cakes? I dipped out of the stream, unfortunately, before I got the answer to that. But I'm happy to know that you are going for the right choice in your marriage candidate in your challenge, Haley. I know you probably have more reasons to it than her being the correct choice, objectively, but it's still nice to see. Crypt TV is short horror films. Very graphic and gory, though. That's my jam right there. The thing with Thanos is that the stones, with the stones, instead of killing half of all living things, he could have just distributed resource more effectively, which would have solved the problem. Yeah, but that's not as, like, fast. He wanted to solve the problem right now. He ended up with, like, 4 pink cakes, though. What the heck? I've seen, like, 1 pink cake slime in my entire life. It's 1 a.m. Is this going to be the first time we see Chloe pass out? I wasn't even paying attention to my freaking... Oh, to the time here. Will I make it back in time? I don't know if you can make it back when you leave at 1 a.m. I've never really checked, like, the time here. I was having too much fun discussing things with you guys. Oh gosh. We'll make it at least back to the farm, I think. Okay, we're here. Can I make it to the bed? Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Get out of here, you stinky wilderness golem. Uh-oh. Okay, just get into bed. Don't worry about anything else. Bedtime? Bedtime? Tim Beeb, thank you for not being in the way. Oh, how close was that, chat? How close were we? How many seconds is this away from ticking over into 2 a.m.? On the plus side, that's level 5 fishing. I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer choice as far as professions go, right? Hey, that was pretty clutch, you know? We managed to make it. I couldn't have done it without all of you, thank you. Had to be like half a second. It was so close. I was like waiting for it to tick over. I was expecting it halfway to tick over when I was like in bed already. Like 1 step away or something. That was crazy. Yeah, Fisher is not worth anything right now because we're not selling fish, so just go Trapper. The spreading weeds have caused damage, yes, and it's the Luau. What a great day. Spirits are somewhat miffed. I feel at least these crops are taking forever to grow, but in reality, I'm just like playing each day to its bitter end. So it's just taking a lot longer than it otherwise could. All right, Sturgeon will leave for the community center. That's good. Nothing can stop Chloe from sleeping. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think we have yet to, in like an actual challenge format here, we have yet to pass out from hitting 2 a.m. on stream. I know like in like other challenges and stuff, we've died in like the Skull Caverns and stuff. And I passed out like on purpose by like exhausting myself with tool use during like speedruns and stuff. But I don't think we've ever hit 2 a.m. It's not even like that bad, is it? I don't think I mean, I'm so scared to like let Chloe pass out or let any of my like characters that I play as pass out. I just feel bad. Yo, Tim B, so cute. Under 10 gold, you don't get charged anything? Yo! It's like I planned it that way. Oops. Got a little too close to the sun on that one. That's alright. Make another wooden path. There we go, we don't touch any of the fiber across that line, in theory. That is true if not counting speedruns, yeah. I mean, I know for a fact during the Price of Perfection we obviously never passed out or died. Because I made a point not to do it, because you'd lose money in most cases. Argon Matrix is secretly a Stardew Valley speedrunner. I mean, I did a stream where I speedran stuff. I've never submitted anything to a leaderboard or anything like that. But I have, I've dabbled. You can grow grass in the cave? You mean like tall grass? You don't mean I can like grow fiber in the cave? Skeleton mask moment. The skeleton mask speedrun lives on in infamy. Guarantee no one's ever speedran the skeleton mask before or after that moment. But I did what the random wheel told me to do. Loving the jailed fiber. It's the sacred fiber. This blessed fiber spoke to me on the first day of Fibrous farm. I couldn't tell you why, but it's it's protected at all costs, at least until winter. At which point I don't think there's anything I can do to help it. Either way, it's the Luau, so I should probably... I mean, we could skip the Luau in theory, but that's just not... That's not my modus operandi, so let's figure out what we're bringing to the Luau. Is like an iridium red mullet. I'm just gonna go with an iridium tilapia, probably. It's like the only iridium quality anything I have. I could put a hot pepper in, but it's only silver quality. I'm just gonna go with this and hope for the best. The luau has begun at the beach. For some reason, I thought it didn't start till 11. I don't know where the wires got crossed in my brain for that one. It is divine. Praise be to the sacred fiber. Will we sacrifice the blessed fiber on fall 28th? I don't know. Might have to put that one up to a poll when the time comes. Do we take matters into our own hands at that point? I mean, there's a chance like I could swipe the fiber and get a piece of fiber from it, and then we could preserve that fiber as the one lone sacred fiber. But if I don't get any fiber from it, then maybe it was a false prophet all along, right? I believe I'll get the second best result with this iridium quality tilapia, and you know, it's good enough for me. Let's go around just talking to people for a little bit, though. Get a few quick friendship points out of here. Have a good one there, Tyler. Thank you for joining in. The first luau I went to, I put in sap because I didn't know what was going on. Hey, I mean, everyone's got a first-time Stardew Valley story. Like, ooh, I'm gonna... This flower looks so nice, this lovely little daffodil. I'm gonna go give it to Jody. Because Jody seems like a nice lady who would appreciate flowers. Biggest mistake of my life. Hello, Haley. I would dance, but I don't want to get sweaty. It's a mood. Jody hates daffodils, right? I'm not like misremembering that. She hates either daffodils or dandelions. Dandelions are a little more understandable because they're like categorized as a weed. And I think there's a case to be made that if you're like a gardener, you might hate dandelions, even though they are kind of pretty, in my opinion. Alright, let's go ahead and throw a salmon berry in there. Could you imagine? You added tilapia to the soup. I like that it's like capitalized and everything. It's like a tilapia named tilapia. Look sharp, the governor's here for his annual visit. What do you have to say for yourself, Mr. Purple Berry? What a lovely occasion. It's always a joy to visit Stardew Valley. You have to say that, though. Alright, let's start. Jody hates both, actually. I mean, I can't blame her. At least she commits. Tilapia, extra purple. First, y'all put high-quality ingredients. Only the finest, Mayor Lewis. I promise. How is Marnie stirring the whole pot? I don't think she was. I think she's just, like, making a show of it. Like, she's stirring a small portion of the pot where the governors are going to get his soup from. She's just like doing that thing where she like tries to like put in any effort whatsoever to make it look like she's not just bumming around. It's a very pleasant soup. The produce from this valley never disappoints. That is second best, yeah. I'll take it. I don't think we had anything that would have been like highest quality reaction, so I'm not too upset about that. Yo, some of this like food looks real tasty though. Marnie's always stirring the pot around town. I see what you did there. Is it bad if I ask for a happy birth? Happy birth? Is it your birthday, Zella B? Am I interpreting your internet lingo correctly? If not, happy birth either way. Yo, 4 hearts with Haley? Multiple single hearts with a lot of other people, including Caroline? I should actually work on that to get the tea sapling right for the Brewers bundle. But Haley 4-heart event incoming, you know it. Let's head to bed. My bed's not over there. Muscle memory failed me. Maybe sturgeon would have been the best reaction. It's only a silver quality sturgeon that I have. Plus, I need to save it for the community center, so it would have been bad. Ooh, speaking of Haley, though. A little sunflower action here. Alright, don't mind if I do. We'll plant a few more as well. Anything else grown here? Doesn't look like it, so I will... Let me grab my hoe. Beautiful. PJR time. You're right. You're so right. Autumn, you're so right. It's time for an organic PJR. These are rare, chat. We're gonna get to hear Pickle Jar Rag organically in the game for the first time in quite a while. Not from like a jukebox, not from my own little music playlist, but from the actual in-game track when it really plays in the game. You don't get the opportunity very often, so we're gonna have to cherish it. Overdue PJR. Let's go do it. What is Caroline like? She likes, I don't think I have any of her love gifts, like summer spangles or anything like that, but I could give her... Does she like daffodils? She might like daffodils, right? I think she does. So I'll go give her a daffodil just because I'm thinking of it. I might as well try and befriend her a little bit. What else? Do I need to do anything else here? I'll probably just go farming fiber after I do like my round of gifts and stuff. Speaking of which, I only really need the 1 sunflower. And I think we're good to go. Everyone likes money. Imagine you could just give money to people in this game. Like bundle it up. That'd be a neat little mechanic. Alright, we'll hit up Caroline first because she's closer by. And just to keep people on the edge of their seats for the organic PJR, Pickle Jar Rag. Yeah, what if I had a command that was like exclamation point PJR and it could just like start playing Pickle Jar Rag in the stream? I don't know how that would work, but that would be pretty funny. But then people would spam it and we'd just get to hear the starting part of Pickle Jar Rag forever. Be like do 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 do, and it would just be it'd be more than even I could take, I think, at that point. How are you, Pierre? Are you satisfied with the quality of my summer seeds? They're aight. Sounds awful, let's do it. I mean, I could simulate that for you right now if I really wanted to, but I would not besmirch the good name of Pickle Jar Rag. It's a fine looking day. Are these pancakes? I want some. Are those always there? Just like a plate of pancakes that you leave perpetually on the counter? Emergency pancakes? You're not good enough friends with Abigail to enter her room? Watch me, though. Do you guys know you can, like, actually get into people's rooms before you're supposed to? You just, like, wait for them to open the door and you put a chair down? Then you sit in their room and it's like, you're not allowed in there, but then when you get up from the chair, then you just, like, in their room. It's kind of wild. Anyway, no cactus fruit today. Pickle jar ragtime, baby. Let's just enjoy it. Just enjoy it for a moment. Exclamation point Haley. Get some dancing emojis in chat. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yo, you'll love to see it. Some Argon love in chat as well. That's appreciated. It's you, Chloe, right? She remembers my name. She's remembering me from the alternate timeline. You're pretty strong, aren't you? Yes. Then you shouldn't have any problem opening this jar for me. Pickle jar rag, baby! Got it! That's the power of pickle jar rag. You're stronger than you look. Thanks. There we go. We got to enjoy it for a little bit. Buff Chloe is my fave. There you go, girl. I spent 3 hours practicing my signature today. Girl, it's 10 a.m. What the heck? You would hop straight out of bed and just grab that calligraphy pen? What are you doing? You know, no judgment either way. You're waking up at 5 a.m. to start practicing your signature? Go off, queen. Alright, let's just go to the mines, I guess. I was gonna head home, but there's really no reason to. She's dedicated, hey, you know? That's why we appreciate her to a certain degree. I'm not gonna lie, the actual content of Haley's 4-heart event, in the grand scheme of heart events, if I put them on like a tier list, it would probably be like a D tier heart event. But the fact that there's Pickle Jar Rag and it's Haley elevates it so much. I think we're all just like so desensitized and so enamored by the legacy of Pickle Jar Rag and everything it entails that it's easy to forgive that. It is a cute little heart event. Not every heart event has to be super deep and, you know, meaningful, so there's an argument to be made there for sure. The lyrical version of Pickle Jar Rag is beautiful. I'm gonna assume that's what you mean by all the sobbing emojis. It's so good, right? Oh, I still love that. Yeah, in case you didn't hear it, on our last stream as part of the fan art segment, one of the fans, Mickey Joe 10 on Twitter, made lyrics to Pickle Jar Rag and sang them, and it was so good. Definitely check out that VOD if you haven't. I'm sure that song will, you know, be played from time to time on the stream, so don't fret if you haven't heard it. C-H-L-O-E. Chloe. I mean, there's a precedent that I'm gonna have to sing that song eventually to Pickle Jar Rag. I just don't know if I'm ready to do her amazing lyrics at that disservice yet. I'll just stick to like Hamilton and like My Little Pony songs or something for the time being. Argon's squeal was almost as good. I just couldn't contain myself. It was so nice. Sing MLP, I beg. Nah, I mean, like, I'm not ashamed of my MLP past. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I watched it, and it helped me through some, like, rough times in my life. Just the themes and the characters is a lot of fun. And I will never besmirch it, but I don't think... I don't know, man. There's not many songs I even, like, fully remember the lyrics to anymore. There are a couple, but... Yo, J-Niggas, thank you for being a member for the past 5 months at the Electron level. Here for as long as I can be. Love your streams. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the generosity and the kind words. Brony moment. Sing Discord? What, the fan song? Like, Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon? Is that the one you're talking about, or are you talking about, like, the song that Discord actually sings in the show? Isn't my favorite pony Cadence? You mean Princess Miyamori Cadenza? That's the one. She doesn't really get that much like screen time, but I just love her from like a design perspective and conceptually. Why not both? Touche. The first season Christmas song went dumb though. Do you mean the? Because I don't think there wasn't a Hearth's Warming episode in the season 1. You must be talking about Winter Wrap Up. Unless I'm misremembering. I'm gonna cry, I love this. I'm glad. I'm glad to be, you know, given a good name to bronies everywhere, hopefully? I don't know. I'm so used to watching VODs that I forgot this was live. There's your reminder. I just answered your question live. Or responded to your chat live. Have a good night, crazy dude. I do think I remember all the lyrics to Winter Wrap Up. That's the first like big song from the show. There was like a Pinkie Pie's Laugh song in the very first, well, technically the second episode, but it's a two-parter episode. And I think that's the first like song technically, but it's not. It was a very short one. Winter Wrap Up went like, that's the one that got everyone like super pogged. But I'm not gonna lie, I think Art of the Dress later in that season, honestly, even better. I think Winter Wrap Up had such a big following that like Art of the Dress didn't quite live up to its a lot of people's heightened expectations. But I personally prefer the song. This Day Aria. I think that's the most popular song outside of the fandom. Like that's the if you go to look up like every song that's been in the show, I think This Day Aria has like 50 million plus views on YouTube or something. It got like a lot of attention at the time. Like people who had never even heard of the show were like, yo, this slaps. And it does slap. It's absolutely true. And the fact that it's sung by Cadence is even better. Cadence / Chrysalis. Have a good one, Ranchalotl. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. You got bored, my attention span died. You didn't even know there were songs in My Little Pony? I mean, it didn't start out with very many songs. I think there were like 3 songs total in the first season. But as it got on, it became clear that people loved the song so much and that they really like leaned into it. And so like you couldn't go like 2 episodes without getting some kind of song. Which means that some of them were, you know, better than others, but I think by and large they were really good. Who is it that made, I think like Daniel Ingram is the guy that like wrote most of the songs or composed them or something. Man's got talent, what can I say? Anyone else watch the Weird Al polka set to My Little Pony scenes? Oh my gosh, that just unlocked a memory, because Weird Al did a cameo character in My Little Pony. I think in season 4 is when he first debuted. Cheese Sandwich was his name. And like Weird Al actually voiced a character, and it was kind of incredible. It's like one of the best episodes from that season for sure. Yeah, Weird Al was Cheese Sandwich, exactly. It was so good. Yeah, that's like, oh my gosh. Season 4 did some like, it did some weird stuff too, but it did some like, I liked the whole idea they had going for season 4 in general. Because that was the one where they had like all the girls were like learning more, like what was it at the end? They had to like unlock the box that was at the Tree of Harmony or something. And it was and they had to like find the keys for it, and the keys were all related to moments where they had like lived up to the element of harmony that they represent. It's all very... The lore of that show goes kind of deep, I'm not even gonna lie. That's part of why I love the show a lot, is that there's some good lore to that show. Like, I think there's like an hour-long plus video that I saw after Season 9, the final season had concluded, that was like, here's the entire timeline of the show. And I'm like, there's a lot to it, apparently. I don't think I actually watched that video, but I know it's out there. I've seen it recommended to me before. The classic, I watch it for the lore, but really, though. I mean, no, I watch it for the lore, and for the music, and for the cute characters, and for, just the general positive vibes. It's like the definition of exclamation point optimism at the end of the day. I mean, it's a kid's cartoon, so you gotta expect some of that to a certain degree, but... And it's also got that classic kids cartoon trope these days of, you know, subtly hinting at like darker and more mature themes without really going there. Like giving you like an idea if you're watching it as a person who has like a fully developed adult brain. You can like read into it and be like, oh, that they're trying to do like something kind of wild with it. But the 7-year-old girls watching are just like, pretty pony. I want a Rainbow Dash plushie. Weird Al's music is so funny, but it's also unironically good. It's so true, like all his parodies are really good, and all of his original music is honestly kind of even better. The one song of his I like come back to every like couple of months is Stop Forwarding That Crap to Me. It's so good. It goes like, I've been saying this a lot, and a lot of people, and I think it's just a good phrase, but it goes hard. It's a great song. If you'd never heard it, go do yourself a service and listen to it. Either like, you know, mute the stream and go listen to it, or listen to it after the stream, whatever you want to do. It's phenomenal. But yeah, the parodies that he's like even more famous for, they're like he's a talented man. Weird Al has original music. I'm pretty sure that one's original. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's a parody of anything. He doesn't have very many original songs, I don't think, but that's one I can think of, and there's gotta be more. Isn't like Don't Download This Song? I think that's also an original one. Hamilton Polka is one of your faves. I love the video of Lin-Manuel Miranda reacting to the Hamilton Polka. He literally makes a pog face in the video, it's so funny. The Kieran song slaps. Oh, I forgot about the Kieran song. The Kieran are like, I wish they had been able to do more with those characters. Going back to the MLP discussion briefly. I'm trying to think of how it goes now, but I remember really liking that song, but I haven't listened to it in so long. Isn't like the Kieran we used to laugh and sing, we weren't always quiet? It starts somewhere like that. I remember one called Dare to Be Stupid. I think I mean, Dare to Be Stupid I thought was a parody of something else, like Dare to Be... something. Maybe it's not, though. Either way, still another banger. I think Polka Face is your favorite. Anything polka, honestly. I mean, Weird Al does some great polka. That man, give that man an accordion and you'll never stop listening. Style parody, yeah, there you go. I mean, I can tell you what I'm going to be doing after the stream is over. I'm going to be listening to some Weird Al songs and also probably some My Little Pony songs. Why not both? I'll throw some cheese sandwich songs in there. Doesn't he have a song? He's like, he sings part of a song with Pinkie Pie during that video, during that episode, I'm pretty sure. What is polka? It's just a genre of music. Like, you just have to... It's impossible to describe. I think only Weird Al does polka in the modern day. I mean, only on like on a big stage. I'm sure there's like indie polka artists, which is a phrase that I kind of love. Have I watched Friendship is Witchcraft? I have, but it's been a very long time. I mean, I was part of the fandom for a good while there. I always just like lurked in the fandom, and it was impossible to like get away from those songs for a good while. It's 1 a.m. Yeah, that's why I'm headed home. We don't want a repeat of yesterday, do we? It was a little too close for comfort. And at least now we have time to, you know, I can sort my inventory out a little bit. I can kill this wilderness golem, get a living hat real quick. Sometimes you gotta take your shot. If it doesn't work out, which 99.99% of the time it's not going to in a case like that, but if it had, it would have been a moment everyone would have remembered forever. Anyway, I'm off to bed. Spreading weeds causes damage, and it's a rainy day. That means I need to go and try and catch the red snapper. I think that's the only rain fish that I need in summer, right? Is the red snapper. Yo, hops are also here. Tomato is new as well. Hops we'll need to use eventually for the brewer's bundle. Or wait, hold on. Didn't I need the hops for... I need them for wild foraging bundle, don't I? Wild medicine bundle, yeah. It's one option for it, at least. We actually might have most of this. There's only 3 of these things. The white algae, hops, and purple mushrooms are probably going to be the way we end up going with that. I got 3 purple mushrooms. I got 4 white algae. And the hops will be coming in pretty quickly here because they regrow every single day, so... Like a sturgeon. That would be a great parody in its own right. Octopus? Octopus is not a rainy fish. We also don't need it for the community center, thankfully. Yeah. Man. So disheartening when you hit like multiple pieces of fiber, not even a single one drops an actual fiber. Makes me want to cry. Just a little bit, though. Like a sturgeon, caught for the very first time. Like a sturgeon. Let's go grab the bamboo pole. Don't need that for right now. Red snapper. Is there a time for the red snapper? Or is it just rain? It's probably early in the day, if I had to guess. Let me also grab a little sunflower. Might as well grab, you know, keep buttering up Caroline a little bit too. She's not at 2 hearts yet. Swimming upstream in the springtime. It would work for the sturgeon if it was not a summer fish. But I appreciate the effort there. There's something good there. There's something good in that. 25 copper ores, no thank you. And now we wait. I could go down and just start fishing for a red snapper right now, but by the time I got down to the beach, I'd be heading back up anyway to give these gifts, so we'll just wait it out for a little bit. Argon dropping some fire bars. I am of the opinion that anyone can sing if you find the right song. I don't think I'd be very good at singing most songs. I think there are some songs that I could belt pretty well. I don't know if I've sung any of them on stream, but I guess that's for you to judge. It's also hard to tell when I'm singing to like... And there's like Stardew Valley music in the background, but I'm singing a Hamilton song. If there was actual Hamilton music in the background, maybe it'd be different. I don't know. The singing is only part of the equation. Clearly hasn't heard me sing. Like, even if you think you can't sing, or if, like, You can't think of a song that would be good for you? I guarantee there's one out there. And not at, like, a professional level, because, like, professionals train for that stuff. But at a passable level, you know, you get some, like, uproarious applause at karaoke night. I think you could find something. And not just pity applause, either. My dad and his girlfriend cannot sing, you know what? I mean, maybe there's exceptions to every rule. I'm willing to concede a point there. Weather's too horrible to get out of bed. Hopefully the sunflower helps you out then. Is Hamilton copyrighted for streams? Almost definitely. Like, it's owned by Disney now, so, I mean, that should tell you everything you need to know, right? Do I need any of these for, like, a crab pot bundle situation? I don't think so. Right? The clam I do, but I'm pretty sure I already have. The mussel I don't know if I have yet. Ooh, there's some nice stuff going on over there. Oh, it is, it's like crab mating season, right? That's why the water's all green and stuff. That's a thing that happens. I always forget about that in Stardew, but they just, like crab mating season is, like, an actual thing from, like, the 13th to the 16th of summer. You like singing Beach Bunny songs. I don't think I know that. Like, I don't know what that refers to. Is that an actual mechanic? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it's mentioned on, like, the living with the land on the TV. That's why the water gets all green and there's, like, extra forage on the beach during those days. Am I blowing people's minds right now? Apparently. At least a few people. Beach Bunny is a band. I got you. Alex's birthday? I don't think I have anything for Alex. I'll just go bake a complete breakfast real quick. Hello, Allie. Alyssa, welcome, welcome. Happy to see you. You genuinely never knew that? I could be making something up. I mean, I don't think I am, but I don't know. Is it on the wiki? Is it mentioned anywhere? I'm pretty sure I'll check the TV with, like, for, like, living off the land or whatever when I get back home. But I'm pretty sure it's a thing. I don't think it affects anything other than, like, the color of the water and the forage on the beach. Like, it doesn't affect any fishing mechanics, I'm pretty sure. He likes cookies. Does Alex like cookies? I mean, probably, yeah. Who doesn't like cookies? So check the wiki on crab mating. While you're there, check for red snapper as well to make sure that I'm not wasting my time here, please. Because I don't think I ever actually verified it. I think I just said it that, like, oh yeah, red snapper, summer rain, right? Got it. Oh, disregard. Alright. We'll go ahead and swap out the flounder for that and be on our way. Living off the land mentions it on summer 11th. There you go. So it wouldn't mention it today, but this is like the first day that it happens, or it's at least part of the... I think it's just like this weekend that it happens, so... Completing community center with Joja membership or the normal way? We're going with the normal way, mostly because the Joja membership would be more boring overall, probably, and also a lot more expensive, which would mean a lot more fiber. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about doing it that way. I'm no scientist, but I've heard it's something to do with crab mating season. Is that the quote from Living Off the Land? Sounds about right. What do I need for the crab pot bundle still? Like, this, and this. Is that a crab pot bundle full right there? It might be. Hold on. Crab pot. I only need 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. Sweet. I wasn't entirely sure that the clam was, but I guess there's no other bundle that it would have been a part of, so let's go fill that out, and then I will, I guess, go back to the mines. Get some more fiber done. It would be HE double hockey sticks. I love that saying. Just finished D&D and made it to the stream. Pickle Doof. Hope you enjoyed your session. Are you Dungeon Master or are you just a player? I mean, just a player. The players are just as important as the Dungeon Master, but either way, hope you had a good time. Living off the land is your fave. It's one of those things that, like, you maybe watch during your first Stardew playthrough and probably never refer to again after that. Couple crab pots. Well, a few crab pots, actually. You're a player? Nice. There have been some, like, there's been, like, some new D&D news recently, hasn't there? I'm not that as much into, like, the D&D sphere as I used to be. But isn't there, like a new edition just got announced or something similar? Something close to it? 1 D&D? I've heard talks of that, whispers on the wind. But I haven't really looked into it. Queen of Sauce is your personal fave? I mean, I think most of us have a love-hate relationship with Queen of Sauce because we've all had that experience. If you've gone for perfection or something like that, you've had that experience where you're missing one recipe from the Queen of Sauce and it's just, like, annoying. Only mildly inconvenient because, like, the rerun mechanic is a thing. But still. They bought Roll20. A new D&D edition. Well, it's been like 5th edition of D&D for the past, like, 10 years almost, right? They're bound to come out with a new edition eventually, I would assume. Just kind of the way these things go. They gotta make a profit somehow by selling the $30 core rulebooks, or like $50 core rulebooks, whatever they are, like, they just sell them all over again. I'll be interested to see what they do if there is, like, a new edition in the works. Because I think 5th edition is, like, a really accessible version, and I think that they should, like, carry over probably quite a lot of it from that. Like, I know, like, mechanics have a tendency to change a lot from edition to edition, based on everything I've, like, seen and read anyway. I've only ever played 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, so I don't really know what the older editions were like, but I know that they were dramatically different and more complex than the current edition. Can't wait to listen to 6th edition podcasts. Critical Role updating to 6th edition when? I'll ask my brother, he's pro tabletop sometimes. Not enough to support his family, but pro. Pro Adventurers League. He played 2nd edition a million years ago. The 2nd edition, the one with, like, THACO. I hear this acronym, like, THAC0, brought up every now and again. I don't know what it is, but I know it's, like, universally hated. 3.5 was great. 5th edition lets me play as my sweet, stupid goblin boy. The most recent 5th edition character that I played was, like, a human monk who was worshipping a devil posing as a sun god. It was a fun time. Mic cut? Did my mic cut out? Am I good? Are we good? There might have been some, like... Hello? Hopefully it didn't cut out. I looked at my, like, thing and just... You're good, okay. Oh gosh. My chat disappeared though, because I, like, been moving windows and stuff around. Alright. There was a small cut, but we can hear you now. That's weird. I hope my mic's not failing me. I mean, it is an old microphone, so it wouldn't be that much of a surprise, but I would rather not have to replace it if I could avoid it. Just a few seconds. I mean, that's so strange, though. Anyway, moving right along. THAC0, each weapon has certain dice rolls it needs to hit and armor modifiers that it values. The THAC0 of a weapon is how much you need to roll to hit an armor of 0. I think at a surface level I can understand that. I can see how it could get pretty complex. YouTube is being weird. 15 minutes ago, the stream went back to the beginning for you. I mean, that's just YouTube for you. I mean, that's kind of the internet in general sometimes. How's the stream been going? It's been good. It's a nice chill vibe. I think I might end things a little bit earlier than usual today. Like, I'll probably go at least, maybe one more day after this. Which is, I mean, I usually like to go 3 to 4 hour streams, but not that I'm not having a great time. But I got some other stuff that I gotta work on tonight, so I like having the flexibility of being able to, end a stream early if I need to. Which is why I don't really have, set end times for my streams anymore. I used to schedule it to be, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. or whatever it was. But now I just have, the start time, and I can go however long I need to or however long I want to. I mean, and I'm sure even with those, set scheduled end times, people wouldn't have been too mad if I had, ended early or whatever. Y'all are a very understanding, community. So I had nothing to worry about ever, but it's just more of a burden that I put on myself, I guess. You can go to sleep at a reasonable time tonight. There you go, silver linings and all that. Happy birthday. Oh, Pickle Doof? What did he say? It's your birthday tomorrow? Well, I won't be streaming tomorrow, so you know what? Happy birthday. I hope you enjoy it. Do you have a preference of birthday cake flavor that you would like to indulge us with? My personal favorite flavor of cake. Oh my god, I'm gonna actually die. My personal favorite flavor of cake is death, as you can clearly see. No, I really like Black Forest cake, personally. My 3-year-old dumped out all my alcohol, and since some of it poured into my coffee pot, I'm trying to drink that since I hate having things go to waste. That is Nico, that is quite the story. 3-year-olds do be like that sometimes, I guess. I should know, I was one. I think. Cheesecake is your favorite? I haven't had a good cheesecake in a long time. I really do. I don't like raspberry in a ton of things. Raspberry is not really my go-to flavor for much of anything. I like them, but it's not the #1. But a raspberry cheesecake kind of hits different. Am I the only one who feels that way? I feel like raspberry cheese, it's just there's something about that texture and about that flavor that just go hand in hand together. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, that Shadow Shaman is zooming. I swear some of these guys are so much faster than they should be. Argon is above the need for Mortal Kombat sense of age. I mean, there is the possibility that I literally just came into being right now with all my memories and experiences just already pre-made in my brain, and that the same is true for the entire universe. There's no way to disprove that, right? So there's your existential crisis for the day. That the entire universe could have just been created about half a second ago. pretty unlikely. You know, Occam's razor and all that. The simplest explanation is always is usually the most likely to be correct. But when it comes to theories of like creation of the universe, you only exist when we perceive you. Yeah, that's another one. Okay, Mr. Last Thursday. That's what it's called, isn't it? Last Thursdayism? You can make a religion out of that. No, don't. What's Stardew Valley's main goal? I think it's to entertain people. And it does a bang-up job of it, I must say. That's the last purple mushroom I think I need for the wild medicine bundle, which is kind of nice. Which means I think I just need one more piece of white algae, which is very easy to get, and one more, well, 3 more hops, but that should take pretty much no time at all either. What's my opinion on religion? I'm not personally religious, but I find it to be a good thing that people can find meaning in those types of beliefs and spiritual beliefs. And so if you find meaning and happiness in those things, more power to you. When it comes to, I mean, I know no one here would likely do it because y'all are amazing, but just don't force those beliefs on other people, and I think you're doing everything you need to do. Argon is a mega chad? Dude, I did a half-hour segment where I was talking about My Little Pony songs and the lore behind that. I don't think I can even front as a mega chad or even a mini chad. I'm a chud all the way. Is that even a real term? I just made that up. A chud. Hate to break it to you, but Argon's kind of a beta. I did do that quiz one time where it asked, like, how beta are you? And chat was like, you're like 70% beta or something. I still don't really know how to take that, but, you know, it's fine. You're gonna pass out? Oh god, I am gonna pass out! No one said anything! Well, that's not true. Great Cheesy Egg Sandwich did say something. Alright. There's a first time for everything. Chloe, listen to me, alright? It's gonna be fine. We're gonna go, just hang out with this nice little tanuki. Hang out with the tanuki. I don't want to do it, chat. I don't want to do it. We're passing out. There's no chance. There's no clutching it this time. Chloe, listen to me, okay? Listen to me. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. You're gonna wake up in your bed. You might lose something. I don't really know how this works. I've never done this before, but it's all gonna be good. I'll see you on the other side, okay? For now, just, you know, think of Haley. Think of Haley. There she is, right there. You got a nice little photo of her to pass out to. All right. 07s, thank you. The 07 salute to Chloe. Here we go. Good night. Right next to the tanuki and everything. We're good. I mean, I'm full energy. I didn't lose anything. What? It's totally fine. Aren't you supposed to be at like half energy when you wake up or something like that? Like, I mean, there's no penalty on gold because I only had like 9 gold, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, literally just like, it's totally fine. What does the mail say? Hello? Chloe, you're lucky I found you last night. You were unconscious and someone was searching your pockets. I have no idea how much money they took. They ran away as soon as I approached. Be more careful. Yo, guesses in chat? Who was rummaging through our pockets and took 0 money? That's kind of worse, actually. That they were like, Linus saw someone rummaging through my pockets and no money is gone? What were they doing? Let's keep it PG-13. Let's not concern ourselves with that, okay? Anyway, Pam's throat is about as dry as desert bone, in case you were wondering. Yikes. Morris? Morris do be having those vibes, though. Sebi for sure. He needed my pocket lint, dude. The canonical answer is the dwarf. What were they looking for, do you think? They still haven't found what they're looking for, clearly. Because, they didn't take anything. Yo, is that Nintendo Capri Sun in my chat? Dude, how are you doing? It's been so long. Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you. I hope you are doing well. For those who don't know, Nintendo Capri Sun, NCS, one of the OGs of YouTube. Big inspiration for myself personally, continues to be. And just a great dude all around. Definitely check out his stuff. I don't have as much time to watch his stuff anymore, to watch your stuff, Tim. But it's good to know that you're still around and doing amazing things and being just a great person in general. So you keep doing you, keep up the good fight, keep on keeping on, as they say. Tim Beeb requires water, absolutely true. I'm so used to like looking down here because of the price of perfection for Tim Beeb's like water bowl. I'm not used to like heading up here yet. There's our melon, so that'll be good for... I think we have just about everything I need for the summer crops bundle, right? Except I still need blueberries. I don't think I have blueberries yet, which is going to be one. We all have lives, yeah. I mean, I don't watch a ton of YouTube these days anyway. Like, regardless of who I'm watching, so it's just kind of the way it's gone. It's the way of the world these days. Alright, pop those in there. Little crab pots in here that I'll probably never ever use, but also am never going to get rid of out of principle because they're like a thing that I worked for and I got as a reward for something. But so even though I'm never ever probably going to use them, I'm still not going to get rid of them, even though they're just going to take up space, and I'm going to inevitably complain about how there's not enough space in that chest when I could very easily solve that problem. You know how it goes. Alright, Sunday... 14th, do I need anything? Bring Pam a pale ale. I don't have kegs yet, right? I need like level 8 farming for kegs, which is going to be a while at the rate I'm going with the seeds, but you might pardon me with the money. It's going to be a little tough to make any money when I'm only grinding fiber, right? Why not use them? You make an excellent point, Autumn. Why not just use the crab pots? I don't really need anything from the crab pots. I've already completed the crab pot bundle. That's how I got the crab pots in the first place. What am I going to do today? I guess I'm just going to go ahead and collect fiber, right? Yo, we can give Haley another gift. Haley and Caroline. Let's get her done. Haley and Caroline. Let's go. Your message is like a minute out of order. Jay Nuggets, you've fallen into some kind of scary YouTube abyss. I hope that you're safe in there. Jay Nuggets getting sucked away into the fiber optic cables of the internet, never to be seen again. Until next stream, anyway. 3 rainbow trout? Willie, what the heck is your problem? That's like an absurd amount of rainbow trout. They're like kind of rare. This is the last day? Yeah, this is going to be the last day for the stream, I think. Just another fun day of grinding fiber. Caroline, you're supposed to be in the kitchen? Okay, not... Let me backpedal there. I thought that because of her schedule, she would be in the kitchen. It has nothing to do with her being, you know, a woman or being... I'm just going to dig myself a hole real quick, if you don't mind, and bury myself in it. I'm good. Goodbye, everybody. This is Argon Matrix signing out. Thank you, and good night. I misremembered her schedule, okay? I misremembered. I thought she would be in the kitchen. She's normally in the kitchen at this time of day, but clearly Sunday she takes a day for herself. Queen Slay. Alright, it'll be hours before she comes out? Alright then. Take one of those and call me in the morning. Wait, there you go. Hold on. I'm just gonna try and leave it outside her door. I'm trying to be nice here. Trying to be nice. Alright, well. Abigail, give this to your mom for me, okay? You bought me a present, thanks. I didn't... I thought she said bought, but she said brought. Oh, I could have gotten in there if I had a chair. Son of a gun. Magnetic daffodils. Alright, let's just go give Haley a sunflower to at least remedy the situation a little bit. Save some face here as much as I can. No glitches or exploits, though. Too true. Oh, she's at the beach. What am I doing? I'm just all flustered now. She comes out at 12. Oh, that wouldn't have been too bad. You just got the legend on your own Price of Perfection farm? Congratulations, Cobalt. That was a big, big event for me. And I assume as much is true for you. Catching that legend with the bamboo pole is no small feat. By the way, we just made a new friend. That's 5 hearts with Haley. Get some Argon love in chat. Or just hearts in general. Heart emojis. Let's go grind some fiber. Because that's kind of, you know, the name of the game around here. We're closing in on like another 2,000 fiber compared to where we started the stream. So I think we'll be due for another, we could get another tool upgrade relatively soon. Or we could get a backpack upgrade, or we could save up for the steel axe if we really wanted to. Get into the secret woods as soon as possible. That might be a way to go. The world is our oyster, as they say. I don't know who says it, because it's kind of an outdated expression, probably. Based on its original meaning, which I don't claim to know. I feel like I've been down this road before. I feel like I've once on stream asked, like, where does that saying come from? The world is your oyster? And I never got a satisfactory answer because no one else knew either. But it is one of those language things. Like, I'm always interested in learning about language and the weird quirks and idiosyncrasies and idioms and stuff. Mushroom floor, I'll take it. My makeshift Argon love. Yo, it's got... I like it, Autumn. That's really cute. I like that. Alright, let me sneak over here. Quick little skirt. So many mushrooms, oh my goodness. This would be great if I could actually sell these. Unfortunately, I'm like the only person crazy enough to do this stinking fiber challenge, so I guess we're kind of hooped. Do people still say that? The world is your oyster? I do. I might be a boomer, though. The mushroom motherlode. Will there be more mushrooms on that floor if I go down to it again? Or is a mushroom floor a one-time deal? I honestly don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see if I get a staircase at some point here. Weird Al says the world is our burrito. I do like that better, and it ties into our Weird Al conversation earlier. I can't think of the word or hear the word burrito anymore without my mind going to that Bo Burnham song. His like Kanye rant song, where he talks about getting a chicken burrito at Chipotle. It's a great song in many ways. And not just because it involves burritos. Fungal farm, oh no. I think Fungal Farm would be pretty easy, honestly. Everything goes back to Weird Al. The universe revolves around Weird Al, and you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Can we all like make a new religion with Weird Al and Bo Burnham as the patron deities? Choga got you hooked on chicken burritos? Anytime I have a burrito personally, I always go for the beef burrito. I've tried some chicken burritos, and I don't know if it's just me, but I've never, like, had a good chicken burrito. Guaranteed they're out there. I just, you know, have not been blessed. Then again, I've also never been to Chipotle or Taco Bell or had anything from there. The only place I've really had burritos from is Taco Time, which I don't know if that's a Canadian restaurant or what, but I don't hear many people ever talk about it, so. Chicken fajitas are pretty good. Can I be honest with you, chat? I don't think I've ever had a fajita. I've been in like, I've been in Mexican restaurants and stuff. And I've had Mexican food, but I don't think I've ever had a fajita. Are they good? Can anyone attest? Qdoba is pretty good. Taco Time sounds like the name of a background restaurant in a kid's show. It does kind of have that vibe. The logo fits too, honestly. It's just a cactus. Argon cactus. Yes, fajitas are good. Come down to Texas, I'll set you up. That sounds almost like a threat, but I know you just want to indulge me with fajitas. And everything is bigger in Texas. Is that true? As an Ontarian, what on earth is Taco Time? Is it a restaurant that only exists in my neck of the woods? Have I just doxed myself by bringing up Taco Time? Flautas are your favorite? I know the names of so many of these foods. I've heard of like a lot of different like foods and stuff. I think it's because of my my time watching Northern Lion. That man knows his food, and he does like a lot of food-related quizzes and stuff, or he has in the past at least. He's got quite the like vocabulary when it comes to food. We know where he lives. I live next to the Taco Time. Oh no. Your faves are breakfast burritos? The bean burrito is super good from those Mexican restaurants. I've had like a refried bean burrito. Yeah, those are pretty good. It's almost a little too starchy though. Know what I mean? Like beans and a tortilla, and like it's a lot. Really dries out the mouth. Like you need to mix in some sour cream at some point in there, or salsa or anything. You can't just have a pure bean burrito. At least I can't. NL on food quizzes is nothing compared to NL on movie quizzes. So true. I don't know how he does it. He keeps so much knowledge of movies and actors and celebrities in general in his brain. Then again, I keep lots of knowledge of like random mundane trivia and like game-related trivia and all sorts of stuff in my brain. So I guess it's just about how we compartmentalize our knowledge, right? Like everyone's got their own things that they're drawn to. Like Northern Lion might be able to tell you who the supporting actress was in a 1997 indie movie that was released exclusively in Japan or something like that. But he probably doesn't know what the odds of getting a living hat from a wilderness golem are. Just saying. How much fiber do I think I'll need to complete this? Somewhere in the neighborhood of 70,000 to 100,000, I would guess. We're not going to be getting it consistently at this rate forever. Eventually we will invest in fiber seeds, and I think that'll make things go a lot faster. But until then, we're getting like max 300 a day kind of thing at this point, I think. Can confirm Texas is not a small state. Texas, I mean, it's very big on the map. I get so thrown off by maps, though. Like, the whole Mercator projection, thing. Like how Greenland is, like, way, way, way bigger than it appears on the map because of the way the Mercator projection map is, like, built. It's, like, all about proportions and stuff or something, or like everything that's close to the poles gets really squished and things near the equator get stretched out. So even though like I know that that's a thing that happens and my brain wants to adapt for it, it's just like impossible. I still think of Greenland as like this tiny little place. Someone's got to remember the stats of every single Pokemon. I'm not able to remember the stats of every single Pokemon, but I was able to name every single Pokemon prior to Generation 9 at least now. I think I can name most of the Generation 9 Pokemon that have been revealed so far. I've kept up to date enough with that I could probably know. Like you got Koraidon, Miraidon, Cyclizar, Fuecoco, Quaxley. Is his name Quaxley? Is that really his name? I love him. My little Donald Duck boy. And what's Sprigatito, right? Sprigatito is the other starter. And then there's, I don't know, there's that one like steel type ball dragon thing. It's just a big round ball of dragon. I don't know what that guy's called, but I know he's been revealed. Lechonk, I forgot about Lechonk. Smoliv. We love Fuecoco. I feel like Quaxley gets no love, man. I see lots of Fuecoco stands and lots of Sprigatito stands. But my boy Quaxley is getting left in his sad little pond. It's just not fair. It's ice type. Cetitan, that's the name of it, yeah, Cetitan. Lechonk is the only one I care about. I still remember that because it was brought up to me on stream during the Price of Perfection, and I didn't believe. I thought chat was making it up because it's such a hilarious name. Lechonk. A little pig named Lechonk. Am I pronouncing Fuecoco right, by the way? I don't know if anyone actually knows how to pronounce it right now, but that's how it looks like it should be pronounced to me, Fuecoco. You could go, like, Fuecoco, I guess? Or something equally abysmal. Yo, that's not bad. I honestly think this gen has one of the best designs for the full set of 3 starters. They took a little bit to grow on me, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm all in for the starters now. It's kind of the way it goes with most generations, though. Anytime I first see the designs of the starters, I'm usually like, not feeling it, king. And then it takes like a week, and then I'm on board. Alright. Well, that was a productive session, I would say. All things told. But I do think I'm going to go ahead and call the stream there. Like I said, you know what? This actually didn't... I thought it was going to end up being a shorter stream, but we're actually just about to cross over the 3-hour mark. May I see total gold? These are our total earnings right now, 3288, but it's a bit deceptive because we do have some blueberries to look forward to, too. We do have 1,226 gold in reserve as well. So feel free to do the math. r/they did the math. There you go. At any rate, we'll pick those blueberries next time on... I almost said the Price of Perfection. next time on Fibrous Farm, which will be next week at some point. Don't know specifically when, but Friday's stream will not be a Fibrous Farm stream. It will instead be not even a Stardew Valley stream. We're going to be playing Cult of the Lamb, one of the new hot games, the new hotness that I am very, very much looking forward to. If you would like a chance to become, or to be named, to have a cultist named after you in our weird little cult that we're going to make, where we're going to be, you know, farming and fishing and sacrificing people to elder gods, Friday will be the place to be. It'll be here, Friday, 12 p.m., 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Looking forward to it, and I hope you are as well. Until then, though, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll leave you with the traditional fan art compilation. Sayonara, folks. This is Argon Matrix, signing out. Thank you, and have a great night. Bye!